you're ready.
And we're back.
Fuck.
Oh, did it pop?
It was your ring fucking destroyed me.
Sorry.
And we're back.
Obsidian.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
My sister.
Oh, nice.
Got us matching ones.
That's
Cute.
cool. Obsidian.
Yeah.
I think it's what they make spearheads with.
Yeah, back in I think Aztecs used to make this little swords with them, huh?
And I think the Native Americans too.
Yeah. You know
Little
why?
Bow and arrows because it's easy to chip
And
and sharp as hell.
when they hit someone and it breaks,
Oh,
it's even
it
sharper.
stays in them.
Oh, that too. But it's like if it chips, it's still sharp.
It's pretty flimsy.
It's not
though,
getting dull.
isn't it?
Well, how they did it was they like I saw a recent video on it.
Really?
It's like they just did I don't know if it's like wood or whatever, and they just did pieces of obsidian on the side,
Oh, sticking
like
out.
slabs.
Oh, smart.
So if it broke and whatever, they're still like it's still sharp.
lot.
Obviously, eventually you'd have to replace it, but at least that way, whenever anything happens, it's not like a dull sword. You know, it's like they're ready, and it breaks into them, like you said.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Because I
And
feel
it's
like
like
if you,
it's like a flat, it's like a cricket paddle,
that's what I'm imagining, and it has like teeth on it, almost looking.
but like kind of like slabs, more like slabs,
You mean slabs?
like little rectangle thick pieces like this sticking out.
Like the thing you use to cut hedges. It's electric.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm talking about at all?
barely.
Bitch.
I'm assuming though.
I'm gonna pull it up, just for shits and gigs. Hold on. Electric hedge trimmer.
Hedgehog.
Does it look like this?
Hedgehog. They're thicker,
Thicker.
but a little bit like that.
Wow.
Let me just look it up. What should we say? Obsidian native paddle
Paddle.
sword. You see that?
Oh, it does look like a paddle. It really does.
Like do you see how they like big old slabs?
It looks like the thing you'd put pizza in a brick oven with, but like
Yeah.
skinny.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. And
Crazy,
they're
huh?
swinging at people like that?
Yeah. It's like,
God. And what does it do? Just kind of like,
I think
Cuts
I
you
saw
open.
one video where it was like off of like a plastic, like you know those. You ever watch those that TV show where they would? I at least I love watching it. It was like two different types of
Mythbusters?
armies. No, that too, but I don't really watch that. It's like I don't know what the title is. It would almost be like Dangerous Warrior.
had to be on like
something.
History Channel, right?
Yeah, ish. But it would be like they would do
Or
like
Spike.
simulation
Mhm.
and see like what time period, what weapons, and what like army, but more weapons
Who
and
would
armor,
win?
and who would win.
Oh,
So it'd be
wow.
like a Spartan, and then it would go through like the whole history of them versus
Isn't samurai just the gnarliest shit?
versus like a samurai. Yeah.
Like-
And then they would do like they would explain it all this stuff, and then at the end they'd be like this person will win depending on this, and it was so
Yeah,
sick.
That's sick.
Because
I
it's like
would
you
have
get to
liked
see
that
it,
as a kid.
and it's like they do like fake stuff and whatever.
I
And
loved
then they,
all
like,
sorts of
practice
shit
this-
like that.
They practice with the armor and they practice with like the weapons. It's like, so cool.
You know what we should do like just one time in our lives is go to a LARPing event. Do you know what that is?
Mm-mm.
It's like you dress up like you're in like medieval times.
Oh yes.
I think with armor and shit
Yes.
and like kind of fake swords. I think, and you just
I was
battle.
thinking of doing that for
you
the
know?
World War II conventions.
Really? Do they have that?
I don't know. Sometimes don't they have like those like crazy
I
like
don't think
history
so.
ones?
Oh, maybe a museum, but I don't think they're mimicking the fighting.
Yeah, probably not.
You know what I saw that's so fucking funny? I think I sent it to you. It was like white noise, but it was like
Oh, the
sleeping in
war?
the trenches.
Yeah, I
in World
saw
War
that. I was like,
One. You just hear in the background like it's kind of soothing though, no?
Did it have screams?
No, it was so much more subtle than that. It was literally just like
in the
like miles away, like exactly like that, just far away. All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I was thinking. Do you want to pop this bad boy?
Oh wow, that's white.
I was trying to hide it from you the whole time we were running earlier.
Yeah, because I'm looking.
Do you want to pop it?
Actually, I do kind of.
Or I can pop it.
No.
Who's popping it?
You pop it. Oh, why are you breaking out all over in your inner thigh?
I don't know. I think it's because I'm chafing now when I run. 'Cause
Yeah,
my
but you
thighs
chafe
are so fucking thick.
Even the
Yeah, I don't
chafing
chafe
here?
there actually. I usually chafe like here.
Yeah.
It's really uncomfortable. Should we record it and put it in the pod?
No. I
Ow!
don't think they need to see this.
Ow!
Okay, I'm not getting it right.
Jesus,
You need two
man.
nails for that one. It's just
You
two.
don't. I'll get it. Ready? 3, 2. Ah. Fuck,
Ugh.
that hurts so bad. That's a tender area. The mid thigh.
I was thinking when you shave your pubes, right?
Inner
real quick,
thigh.
Quick topic.
Yeah.
Where do you stop right here? Oh, you go your whole happy trail, huh?
No, not anymore. I used to. But now I let it grow.
Jeez, careful.
Sorry. You go tan AM though, isn't that fucking
That is
crazy?
great. That's a great tan.
I
You
know.
tan like who? Your dad?
Lindsay loves it. I think so. I think because my dad, like, he gets real tan.
Well, you got something from him at least.
He gets really red though, and so do I. Like, I feel like when I get tan, it's
yeah,
like
you
tan
get red fast.
You know, it's
and
like
or red, and then you tan later.
But even now, like, I have a
Like a
big
hint of hue,
yeah,
a hue of red.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, like too much. Someone put too much exposure,
So
saturation.
That's what I feel like I got. But
damn, your legs are really white, really blonde too. I never even noticed that.
Know, like
hairy.
I was looking at my arm hair yesterday, and I was like, it's kind of cool. It's like literally my hairs are white. What else makes me special and
unique?
Unique.
Yeah.
We were running
today.
Run,
yeah.
Yeah. And we both got off work. That's cool. We get off at the same time now, which I'm just realizing.
In a few weeks, I'm gonna be getting off at 4.
Really?
So
wow,
we're really gonna be getting off at the same time ish.
I'll be up at 4:30.
Yeah.
Dang,
it's gonna be great.
Nice. We got pot earlier too and everything.
Yeah, we bought at 6 or something.
We went on a run today, and for the last like 2 weeks here in the Central Valley, it's been
over 105
triple digits Fahrenheit, but like over 105. Yeah, like not low triple digits. It's fucking high.
Yeah.
I think the highest
usually
is
like
112, right? Yeah, like 112. Like Jesus.
Middle
like
probably
Death
106. You know,
it's crazy because I looked up the weather in Joshua Tree, which is literally the desert, and it was like 90s. I'm like, seriously?
but it probably feels hotter,
Crazy.
right?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Something in the air.
Like the sun's probably hotter, but holy shit, yeah. This was my second time running like in the daytime in the triple digits. Is rough. The first time I did it was rougher, I think.
Yeah, you're in the canals.
Yeah, because I was on the canals and no shade.
Awful.
And it's just hot as hell.
And it was on like 5 o'clock.
I did 4 miles. Yeah, and it's just like when it's that fucking hot, your heart rate is just so much fucking higher. You know, like, and that just, I feel like your body just has to work so hard because it's so much hotter to just maintain homeostasis.
Nice.
And everything is just so much fucking harder. But it was scary when I did that the first time. Like, I got out halfway and then I was like, this is gonna be really hard to make it back.
Yeah.
And I walked a few times, which is crazy.
And I feel like your throat gets dehydrated quicker.
I was my mouth was dry because you're just mouth breathing like a motherfucker. And
Like
I almost
dog.
felt like I was just getting like slightly delusional a little bit.
A little bit.
It was just like my thoughts are just like really slow right now.
You're seeing like
I'm
bunnies and
not,
cows?
I'm not sharp right now. I'm just like murked, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
But how was it today for you?
It was good. It was good until it wasn't, but it was good. It was, we were supposed to do 3 miles, and we picked a spot that has 50% shade, about 50% of the trail shaded. It's Dry Creek.
Yeah.
So just wait there, and if you want to capture us and beat us to death.
There's a cop there, though,
Yeah,
patrolling,
so
which is crazy.
maybe not. But it was good. We just said, let's do 3 miles, and I told him, I was like, I'm going to go with you as much as I can, and then I'm going to try to push it, and then if I feel like I'm going to die, instead of just like dying and walking, I guess, like let me just die and slow jog, and like at least I won't feel as bad, and it'll be like good conditioning, just like, and that's kind of what happened, which was great.
Yeah.
So then I told him, because Chris is typically faster, so I'm like, go if you want or not, whatever, it's up to you. It's your run, I don't want to feel like guilty. So we went, and the first mile and a half was great. For me, at least, it's pretty good for you as well.
Yeah.
But for me, I felt great. My form was great. Like I was looking up, and it didn't even feel like I needed to like force myself to look up. I just felt like natural, and like I could hear your footsteps, and I felt like I was keeping up on that pace.
You were pushing me.
Yeah, which is cool.
Which is crazy.
So I like towards the last half mile, I was pushing it. Like I was only behind in front like 2 seconds, but and then we stop, which I'm not used to because I do usually last miles. So I don't really need to. Like, I don't think it's fair to stop probably usually for me. If I'm doing like a mile and a half or 2, I'm like, oh, what's the point? Like, just, So we stopped for like 4 minutes, which felt good because when we were going out, I was like, okay, well, at least I'm getting the stop I never get.
Yeah.
But then, dude, something I didn't tell you, like, I noticed is like, I'm sure you feel it too. Like those first like 15 seconds after the stop, your legs are like almost like noodles, like weak.
Really? No.
Oh, they just felt like so dead. I was like, holy hell! Like I had to like fake run hard to like get them to move.
I will say I feel like my legs felt weak the whole run today.
Nice, good.
I don't know why, but yeah. I mean, I was surprised because I thought you were gonna go kind of easy because it's so hot today.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we started, you were like hauling ass. I was like, Jesus Christ.
It is starting a decline, so.
Yeah, it starts on a downhill, but I was like, fuck.
God, this my knee.
I was like I was a little grumpy for a second because I was like, God, like I don't want to fucking run this fast right now.
Oh yeah.
But then I was like, fuck it. And I kept up. But you were like pulling me. I was like, Jesus fuck. And then, yeah, the whole way out, the whole mile and a half out, I was like feeling very shitty because I had LNL I had Ono Hawaiian barbecue on my lunch, which was at like 2:30 p.m. No, yeah. And that shit was just like in my stomach, like fully still. And I literally felt, and my stomach is already fucked up,
like,
by the way.
It feel like light.
Yeah, no, it was awful. I felt so bloated and just literally like it felt like it was right there. Like I was going to throw up. It was awful. And my stomach's already fucked up too. I think I ate something bad yesterday because like the second half of my shift at work, my stomach was just like doing backflips. And when I got home, I started like having really bad diarrhea. And that lasted all the way until now. Like I'm still having it. And yeah, so that wasn't helping because my stomach's just been feeling like blech already. Yeah, it was rough. But on the way back, as soon as we started on the way back, I just hear Jaime breathing so fucking hard. And then I could feel you like just very subtly starting to like fall back.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was that bad. And then literally it's just like, fuck. I don't even think you said a word, like an actual word. You just like muttered something.
Fuck, dude.
And then you just stopped. And I was like, what the
so fuck? Much in my head at that point to be like, don't stop. Like, fuck. Like, just keep going. I just couldn't.
I was like, don't stop. I was like, just go slow, you know?
So I stopped for maybe like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like, I can't settle here. Like, because then you just keep stopping and it's not going to feel good. So I was like, just go slow. And then basically just went slow the whole time. Yeah. And I expected you to go, but you stayed. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. It makes it so much. It's such a better run too, cause like time wise, it's probably such a better run because without you, I would probably just like go slower and slower and slower, and then probably stop too because no one's watching. It's like with you there, I'm like, okay, just like get a good pace, stay kind of with him, and you know, and like don't stop. You know.
I think you might have stopped one more time, or like I think you wanted to, and then I think you just started going really slow.
Yeah, probably slowed down a bunch. Yeah. Oh yeah, because I think then you stopped. No, then you just turned around, ran to me, and then I went.
Oh yeah, there was twice. Yeah.
So it was twice, but the first one was worse. It was like 10 seconds, and I was like, the second time I think I stopped. So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? And I was like, okay, like let's just go. You know. Yeah. So that was pretty good.
And then Lindsay FaceTimed me. And I felt so disrespectful.
Honestly, it was demoralizing.
I knew it would be too.
I was like, really? I was like, we're getting a run. I was like,
Chris is like, I'm talking.
Like, no. No,
but then you're behind me.
Chris is like,
I was hearing you like,
come on. Dude, I was fighting demons. Chris is like, yeah, well, wow, great. How's it? Whatever. And
yeah,
I was like, I fucking hate this, dude.
Up. I shouldn't answer it.
It did make me, but it did. I just was like, okay, well. At least he's staying with me. You know, like he could, like if he's going this easy and he's just staying with me, I'm like, I gotta make it worth it. You know, like don't stop, because that's like a disrespect to you now. It's like, at least if you're gonna slow down, like let me give you my all. You know.
And then the last like 0.1 of the last mile, I just really kicked it.
Yeah, I was the uphill. I was like, that shit. I did, like I didn't slow down.
I never do that either. I just did it because you were there.
Great. Well,
because you did that to us last time. I was like, you fucker.
Yeah.
So I did it
mean,
to you.
Dude, I don't know. It's hard to pick and choose. It's like sometimes you just want to feel it. Yeah, exactly. You know? It's like
and sometimes it's not matched. You know,
like, I can't like.
Partner
it's hard
feels
to,
like shit.
Yeah, it's hard to match the vibes of everyone in the run. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think if we were like, let's do a 10-minute mile for 3 miles, I could do that. I think.
Yeah.
I think a 9:15 mile for 3 miles. It would be hard to like balance that, like you know, like either I'm gonna do good or kind of worse or whatever. But if you say 10-minute, like I could like probably not. I don't need to push it the last half mile, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm such a shit place when you go past like 9:15. It's like Jesus, you know.
Yeah. I keep getting like run club stuff on my Instagram.
Yeah.
But it's always like joke like. Reels where they're making a joke out of run clubs and they're just asking for everybody's numbers and stuff.
Yeah, like I joined a run club. And it's like the run club in question, and it's just girls.
Yeah, literally, it was just a guy going to every girl, like fucking like looking at tattoos or whatever, you know, like Jesus. But I want to start going to more like running events, not for that reason.
Wow,
but,
crazy!
you know.
Wow, crazy spectacle we see. All I'm
You know what I was
saying.
thinking is the reason I got into running again was
girls?
No, I was listening to Two Bears One Cave, one of my favorite podcasts.
They're not running.
They are.
Really?
Yeah. Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura, they're two comedians. But yeah, they're both like very not super, but they're hefty, husky men.
They're bears.
Yeah, they used to be way bigger, but they both have been
They've
like,
slimmed down a lot,
yeah,
right?
totally. Especially Tom. Because Bert, like, he just lives this crazy life. He's just like a rock star life. Like, he just can't stop drinking. He's always drinking.
Yeah, probably doing
and
worse.
eating like shit and just partying all the time. And yeah.
How did he become famous? Do you
Tom
know real
was
quick?
very
Sorry.
like,
Comedian?
first he was on like Travel Channel. He was like a host for like different TV shows on there. And then I think he was like a little bit in the acting scene, but he wasn't like very good at it. And then yeah, he ended up like, they always talk about how they were down bad for like so long, and then they finally made it.
That's probably why
comedy,
they have such a crazy rock star life. Is like, fuck it, we made it.
Probably.
They're like
But
40, right? 38?
No, they're older. 51. Bert is. I know. Tom, I think, is a little bit younger.
He looks
like 3
great.
Years,
Well,
4 years younger.
I think it's just his hair color. There's no white on him, right?
No, they both have. Well, Tom's bald.
Tom's bald.
Bert, he has good hair, but his beard is like very gray. And he dyes it actually. He
yeah,
says,
right?
Like Rogaine or whatever.
What is
Yeah.
Rogaine?
It's like where you dye your beard, I think. Or
Do you-
maybe it's like a hair growth supplement, but I don't really think it works.
Do you see when they like they put like a little bit like they color in the beard at the tips to make it like look sharper, like
They
on
do?
the lines? Nope, like people.
Oh.
Like, have you seen that?
Oh yeah, on the tips, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Anthony Adams? I forget his. He's the guy that's like ah ha ha.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
has, like, hella- he did like exaggerate. It's like a crazy ass light up, and the beard's like all the way up.
I would love to do that. I would love to like
Dude, it'd be so
ask my
funny.
barber to do it and like just hell exaggeration with the thing. And
It'd
still,
be so
they do
good.
it with like they still leave the white chalk sometimes.
Oh yeah.
It's
You can see
hilarious.
that,
And it's
That's
like
so
some of it
crazy.
people do it like as a look.
Yeah. I
Jesus,
see
awful.
that sometimes.
No offense if you guys do it. Actually, I love it on you, but
On you.
on you.
Fuck, where was I going with that? Okay,
Tom Segura.
so yeah, and they did at the beginning of this year. They were like, let's do an event. We'll call it 5K by May. And they like,
Nice.
I think in January, February, they're like, let's do it. And they're like, you guys train with us, like all the fans.
Oh,
Then we're gonna have a 5K in May, and all the fans can pull up. I think it might have been. I think it was like a low cost, but it was like a fundraiser for something. And
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like they were just talking about running a lot, and I was like, I miss that. Like I miss that fucking lifestyle.
Like they've been talking
So-
about it, or they talked about it on that pod.
No, they've been talking about it for months,
Okay.
up until the point. But yeah, so that's what got me into it. I
And
was like, wow.
they've been running and actually training.
Yeah, I don't know if they're running as much anymore, but they're like really into the gym and stuff.
Nice. So there we go.
We were
After-
talking earlier about, you were saying you heard like that there's studies potentially that say
Oh yeah.
people who like are distance
what they
runners
say.
or people who get into distance running actually end up like gaining weight instead of losing weight.
Well, I've heard that people who run as like an exercise, like I don't know how often.
Yeah.
But if you are running, I'm assuming at least once a week, that you gain weight because people overestimate the amount of calories you burn when you run.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh man, I just ran 2 miles. I could eat like an extra 2 burgers or something. But it's like, no, you probably only ran like the side of like half of rice, Like you need to be running like 6 to 8 miles consistently to actually be like, oh, I'm losing.
I can
you
see
know?
the logic in that. I think I'm guilty.
Because
of
I mean,
that.
think about it. We only run, okay, maybe 4 your 4s, right? But let's just say our 3 today. That
That's
3
not
today
much.
felt like I should be eating like a lot more, but I really didn't probably lose that much,
Yeah. Does your watch say? You don't have it, huh? Fuck.
No, I mean it's probably
That's why
like
I want to get one because I want
100
see.
calories,
Really?
Nah, maybe like 2. Right,
Yeah.
200 calories.
I want to get like a watch, like
That does
either
all the,
a-
like heartbeat
yeah,
and all that
yeah,
stuff.
because there's
BPM, right?
certain- I think it does all that shit. There's some that do, I think, blood pressure and all that. There's some that measure your sleep, and it'll tell you how many hours of sleep you got last night. And it's like, I don't know if I want it or not, because I would love to know. Like, okay, I
can already
think
tell
I got...
Chris, actually, sorry guys, I slept for 9 hours, but the watch said I only had 6.3 good quality sleep hours, so I'm gonna try to balance it out today, so I can't hang out. I already fucking know.
Exactly.
Like, God, imagine.
I would love to know, because I'd love to compare like what I actually got versus what I think I got, you know? Because I'm sure it's always less than you think you got.
By
you
like
know?
2 hours, probably.
I think probably by like 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay. Like going to
Right?
sleep and waking up.
Yeah, you know, you can, and then you get up to go to the bathroom maybe.
Yeah, and that's
all
in
that
like
shit.
15 minutes gone.
And I like wake up several times, I think, throughout at least once throughout the night.
There was a period where I was waking up at least once for like a month or two.
You're like,
Luckily,
what
I
the fuck is
passed
going
that. Dude,
I've
because I
heard-
think maybe when I was drinking a lot of water, because I had to pee at least
Oh.
once every night.
I just wake up from dreams a lot, which I think is normal because like REM sleep when you're dreaming is like the end of your sleep cycle,
Nice.
and that's when you're like the lightest, and it's pretty normal. Psychology says to wake up from that, and that's usually when I wake up and I'm like, that was a crazy ass dream, you know.
So you're getting enough sleep if you're getting all the way to the end, you know? You want
Well,
more chapters in your book?
You're supposed to have like 3 or 4 of those a night.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
like stage 1 through
Dude, I was
3,
sleeping
and then
yesterday
REM.
on my back, and I don't know if it was because I was dead or whatever, but I was having like weird ass like dream sensations. Like
Really?
I think I only had like literally slept for maybe 30 minutes before I woke up, but like it was like such a weird panic dream,
Oh.
and it was like almost lucid, but not really. I can't really remember it now, but it felt different. And when I woke up, I was like a little in a panic, you know, like a little
Oh.
anxious, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Is it because I was sleeping on my back?" I don't know if like certain
The
dreams
sleep demons get in that way.
yeah, from the top.
Yeah,
But
top.
because I feel like if you were, you know, like people who have like
How do you
sleep
usually sleep?
on my side,
Me too.
but man, that shit probably fucks your spine and neck. But
I think maybe the shoulders, like my shoulder, one shoulder is usually
dude,
under
so
me,
bad.
like so
and
much.
one's
you
just
know?
curled. That's bad. That's bad
Exactly,
posture.
yeah,
Bad posture.
Can't be good.
So I'm thinking like, you know, I feel like people who experience sleep paralysis, this is such a guess, but like, is sleeping on your back? I feel like people get sleep paralysis. You never see like sleep paralysis portrayed when they're sleeping like on their side, like
You know, my
cuddled
sister
up.
said
Huh?
she got it once. She said it was like one of the scariest things she's ever experienced.
Erica?
But she sleeps on her stomach.
Oh, that's awful.
I think with her head turned to the side.
Yeah.
And like she woke up and had the sleep paralysis, but she was like stuck, and I think her face was kind of like in the pillow.
Oh, it's just.
Yeah, exactly. It was
She was like fucking. Have you seen The Dark Knight with you know, Harvey Dent when he's in the gasoline?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like,
Yeah. God, I hate that scene. It's so gross.
yeah, it's so
The
bad.
oil. It's just like,
It's like, why did you come for me?
God,
Anyways,
it's an intense scene.
I swear.
Sorry.
Don't go for it.
One thing that's so funny is after last week's pod when we got faded on the 4th of July,
Baited.
Taylor took us to In-N-Out
Oh yeah.
at like 1 a.m, and Jaime was asleep the whole time, like in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
And then we woke him up to order. We're like, "What do you want?" And he was like, "I was dreaming." You were asleep.
say that?
Yeah, you were like, "I was just dreaming right now."
Dude.
I was like, "Really?" You're like, "Yeah."
I probably had such good sleep right
It's
there.
so funny, dude. But
little
another thing I was gonna say, Sunday night and last night. Today's what's today? Oh yeah, Sunday
Wednesday?
night. Yeah, I slept good last night, but Sunday night, and Monday
All
night,
night?
I slept so shitty, and I get so pissed when I don't sleep good now.
Cool.
Because I feel like as a kid, I always had like issues sleeping, and I don't know why. And I was starting to think about it, and I remember as a kid, from probably the age of like 8 years old until like 13,
Jeez.
like I always wanted to stay up super late. Like when I didn't have school or anything the next day, I would purposely stay up like as late as I could, and I'd be like, I want to stay up
In
all
your room
night.
or what?
Like I
By
just thought it
yourself?
was so cool. Yeah. Or friends would stay the night occasionally. You know, I'd be like,
Yeah.
let's stay up all night. But yeah, by myself.
What would
And I'm
you
like,
do?
I wonder if as a child that like somehow like fucked up my like,
Circadian rhythm.
you know. But I don't think it's that. You know, now that I say that out loud.
It's a little ridiculous, the theory.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But-
10 years, you know?
But yeah, I was sleeping. I slept so shit. I didn't fall asleep till like after 2. I didn't fall asleep until after 2 a.m. 2 nights ago, and I was getting so pissed because like, dude, I was tired because the night before I didn't sleep good. So I
Yeah.
was like, for sure tonight.
Oh,
And I
that was post hike. You didn't sleep good?
yes.
How?
I don't know, and I was pissed then because I was like, dude, we hiked all day. It was hot
I
as hell,
knocked the fuck
swam
out.
all day. How am I like not sleeping? I was so pissed. And And then the next night was even worse. And I went to jiu-jitsu that day.
Monday
and
night?
my body was already destroyed. And I'm like, how am I not sleeping? Like, I know I need it, you know? And so, yeah, I didn't fall asleep until like 2:30 or so in the morning. Got to be up at 7. So I was like, motherfucker, dude.
That's awful.
I hate that.
What are you doing?
Dude, I'm laying there.
Like, I can't even imagine that. Like,
yeah, because you fucking fall asleep at the fucking drop of a fucking whistle.
The only time I've ever stayed up is if I'm like super anxious about something, which is rare, right?
And I wasn't.
And maybe, you know, going on your theory, I slept with my mother until I was like 13, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, and we had good, you know, she goes to sleep and she fucking knocks out. I'm going to sleep. I knock out.
And
ever
you
since a
still
young
knock
age.
out all
So
the
maybe
time.
you're onto something, you know?
Maybe.
Like I had that
dude, but always
example.
as a kid, like, it didn't matter like what my sleep pattern was like. Like even during the school months, like I remember just laying in bed for so long and just not being able to fall asleep, just wide awake. And it's like always. I was talking to my therapist about it. She called it sleep trauma, which I didn't know was an actual thing, but she said it's a thing.
That's good. I was just trying to think of a joke.
I know you were, you bitch. But
your parents got murdered in your dream, like Bruce Wayne?
no, she said it's more associated with like people who used to work nights, and then once they're not working nights anymore, they sleep like shit because there's like the trauma of like fucking not sleeping at night and like
Have you worked nights?
being up all night. No, but I'm just trying to give an example.
Yeah.
But one of the examples we did come to was like there was a lot of times where I would wake up in the middle of the night because something was like popping off in my house, or like somebody was yelling at somebody, and like, or just something crazy was going on.
Yeah.
So that was one thing, but
Your dad worked nights, right?
he did. Yeah. But yeah, I couldn't sleep the other night, and I was getting so pissed, and I was starting to like, it made me anxious once I couldn't sleep for like the first like 2 hours, because I was like, what the fuck, you know? And I was just like, I can't. There's sometimes every once in a while I just can't turn off my brain. It just won't stop. Like, it won't slow down. Like, it's not like I'm anxious about one thing or anything like that. It's just like I'm still in like day mode. Like, I'm still thinking the
You're
way
saying late at
I'd be
night?
thinking right now, you know?
You're saying late at night? Okay.
Yeah, like when it's time to sleep, when I'm trying to sleep, you know? Like, my brain just stays in the same, like, fast.
Yeah, it doesn't
Alert,
recognize
clear
that
mode,
it's time
you
to
know?
start to wind down and slow down.
It's like, and I can feel that I'm tired, but I just can't stop. And then I would start getting sleepy the other night.
What, Monday night?
Yes. I would start getting sleepy and feel it. And I would even start twitching a little bit. Like, you know, when you start jerking. It's so great. But then I would get anxious because I'm like, I have to keep this.
Yeah.
And then I'd be so focused on trying to not go back to like alertness that I would fucking jinx it. And I was getting so frustrated because I was like, how do I solve this if this is just...
Yeah, it definitely
over
sounds
and
like
over.
it's like a mentality issue.
Yeah.
It sounds like a skill-based issue.
skill issue.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
no, it does
pissing
sound like
me
a
off.
mentality, like kind of like it's just a pattern, it looks like, right? Because I'm sure your body's ready. It's just your brain's not. It's trained. Maybe it is the childhood. If you've trained your brain to stay up and want to stay up, and now that you actually do want to sleep, it's like, no, we've been trained for a 5-year period of our life to stay awake. You know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think you have to do something different.
I remember high school was
Crazy
hell. In high
exaggeration.
school, I couldn't sleep for shit. I would always be up like way later than when I like put my phone away and all that. Like, just stay at, like,
I
I
can't imagine
couldn't fall
laying in
asleep.
bed and not going to sleep.
I don't understand. Like, I'm so jealous of that. You know?
You know, but I feel like I'm like the opposite, where it's like I'm just tired all the time, so I could sleep
pre-diabetic,
anytime. Yeah, it's the energy levels. It's the blood pressure.
I don't think so.
But wow, so
It's frustrating.
What's your
as
plan?
hell. I want to talk to my therapist about it this week because she has mentioned briefly before. Like, I think it'd be beneficial for you to develop like a sleep routine, like an evening routine, where she's like, I think it'd be great if you could journal a little bit before you go to sleep. I think Matthew McConaughey talked about this too.
yeah,
Super random, but
Matthew McConaughey.
he was like, you gotta
McConaughey is
get
crazy.
all. Dude, he has a like famous video talking about it. But she's like, then you can get all the thoughts out, so you're not laying in bed thinking about all the shit that you need to do tomorrow, or like all the shit you didn't do today and stuff like that.
I know that was a
Like,
big
that's
thing a
pretty
year
good.
ago.
She'll talk about like meditation and shit like that. I know you've talked about that before. I think
Yeah.
the journaling before sleeping.
Yeah, that was something we were on like a year ago. I feel like some Same vibe maybe 6 months ago. Why was that so important? Maybe that was to replace masturbation.
Something
serious.
I've also not focused on, like been conscious of a whole lot, is like consuming sugar, like within an hour or a few hours before I go to sleep, because I've heard of that. Like,
You're an
I
ice
don't know if
cream
you've
eater.
heard about the coffee thing, but like
Stay up like an hour before you
coffee
drink
has
it.
like a half-life of like 6 hours, so that means it's like still like very prevalent in your bloodstream for like 6 hours after you drink it. So they say to stop drinking it like, you know, at least 6 hours before you're gonna go to bed.
Interesting.
And sugar, I think, is similar. I don't think as strong, but like pretty similar, where it's like in your blood for
Like
a
a long
ass time.
half-life.
Yeah. And so as a kid, yeah, I loved ice cream, and we always had it at the house. So I'm like, I probably did that too, and just didn't think about it. You know?
Yeah.
So I'd have ice cream like every fucking
Well, what
day.
about now? What's the diet after 6 p.m.?
You know what's funny is that night that I couldn't sleep for shit, I had a bowl of Cheerios literally like 30 minutes before I laid down to go to sleep.
But that's
And that was kind of in my head. I was like, what
That's
if
nothing
this
crazy, right?
sugar fucks me up right now?
like natural sugars.
I don't think
It's
so,
not
man.
natural
You could get the
sugars.
box and read it. It's probably like fucking polysorbate monothiazine, fucking, you know?
Somehow Red 50.
Somehow. And everything, dude.
Microplastics included.
I'm so pissed because we've been going on hikes lately, and I've been getting a little burnt each time, no matter how much sunscreen I put on. And
You should see.
I have a after sun lotion, which is
the
like,
aloe vera.
yeah, it has aloe vera in it, and it's supposed to like make the sunburn go away pretty quick. And I was looking at the fucking ingredients on it. It has not only red 40 in it, but fucking yellow like 20 or some shit. And I'm like, I don't care what it looks like. Just give me some fucking like.
Yeah, why does it have to have
'Cause
color?
It's just coloring, and it looks like a cream color, and I'm like, it could be fucking purple. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care. Just give me a fucking, you know.
Well, I don't know. Does that have?
Like, I feel like
Does
it's
it
just,
have some flavor? Because hot Cheetos without being red, does that have a flavor? Let's look that
I
up.
just picked off a callus on my foot.
God, you're going ham on that.
What should I say? Does red 40
Have a flavor. Or can you taste Red 40? Is it Red 40?
What does red taste like? Wait, that's not the same. Hold on.
Is it Red 40 or 50?
It's red 40.
Damn it. Saw that joke earlier.
Dude, it's everywhere too. Like, I think like
Yeah.
Doritos have it. Fucking.
Oh,
I'm
speaking
sure.
of that, you want to see this video real quick? We'll put it on the screen.
What does red 40 taste like? While red 40 does have a slightly bitter taste, its presence actually is not the main reason why red velvet cake tastes different from other red chocolate cakes. It's in red velvet cake?
It's everything red.
Red velvet cake gets its tangy flavor. Fucking bitch, dude. What does red 40 do to your body? Let's read this. Red dye 40, made from petroleum, is approved by the U.S. Food and Drug
Petroleum?
Administration. Yeah, it's
Is that
oil.
gas?
That's oil.
Okay.
For use in foods and drinks, but some studies linked artificial food dyes and red dye to hyperactivity, including ADHD.
Oh,
Oh,
that.
wow.
What I saying?
I'm pretty sure it's strongly linked to cancer as well. So, does Coke have red 40? Let's see. Yeah,
Does it?
Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, 7-Up,
Wow.
Gatorade. Gatorade too. It's like Gatorade is supposed to be so like healthy.
Bro,
It's like an
anything red.
athlete's thing. It pisses me off. Hawaiian Punch and Pepsi.
Right?
Okay, this is the red drinks I've picked. Let's get started. We got cup. Boom.
Oh my god.
I'll kind of fast forward as I go.
Okay, we're gonna start off with Prime, Tropical Punch, Gatorade, Fruit Punch. Crack. Oop. Delish. Here we go. Also, we got the red shirt on because I had a green shirt on the last one. Okay, next we have Guru Energy, original something I don't know, and Red Bull watermelon flavor. Come on, crack. Last time I was just way too over time limit. Not bad. Okay, on to the next. We have Rockstar Punched and Monster watermelon flavor. Crack. You know I love. Oh, I can smell the Red Bull. I love Red Bull smell. Ow! I can't crack that.
This gets worse.
This is chaotic. Rover man. Oh, look at that. That's really red. Love it. Perfect. Last but not least, we have a Coca-Cola Spice. I couldn't find a normal Coke. Look at that. That's nice and dark. Love it. And we have 5 Hour Energy Berry.
Lord.
5 hour energy.
Okay. Beautiful. Look at that. Top it off with do some Monster. Gorgeous. Okay, here we go. 30 seconds.
He's going to.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. That's not right, man. Ew.
Yummy. flavor or what color is next? Bye. Do all red.
And he just does that?
He does that with like, look at this. Like I won't play all of them, but like he'll just do it with everything.
Are you gonna put this video in?
Yeah, and look at he just inhales, or exhales, sorry, and then inhales it. Doesn't it like feel like it's gonna hurt? You know, look what he does on this one.
I don't understand. Oh, he did red, white, and blue cups each.
Same as last year, I got to
Nice hair.
Great.
empty the stomach because it's a little full. So if you don't like throwing up with the noises, because I got a mic on right now, pause it.
He's gonna throw up.
No.
Fast forward, go away, mute it down. I gotta just do this quickly. I'll be
It's
right
gonna
back.
cut it.
Why'd you tell me that? Ew, he's still going.
Okay, and we're back.
What the hell?
Like what the hell is that?
I'm just back to normal. Jesus,
So he does like
man.
all these little drinks. I won't play them all, but like
That's
I love that.
awful.
That's a cool technique. You know,
Being around that guy would make me.
not like life.
Oh my god! Now he's doing all green drinks. It's just hella monsters and energy drinks.
He looks huge.
Fucking- He does, and he looks like fit. He has a cycling picture. TikTok.
Like he's like in a farm.
Can you go to
What?
the cycling one?
Sorry, where? Jesus, that guy's at least like 6'2".
Wow.
Like he looks huge, right?
Yeah, he looks pretty yoked. Sickening.
Yeah, some people got it all. So red 40, you know?
Yeah. Do you see the microplastics in the testes?
Yeah.
Talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about it, right?
Yeah.
Just hopeless.
We're all fucked, man. There's just no way to escape it. We should talk about. You know what's crazy? I don't know if you saw my Finsta story. My
Recently?
fucking Crocs shrank in my car,
bitch, I told you that.
which I've always heard about. I've always for years.
I told you like a couple of days ago. You're like, I don't think it really shrank.
No,
And you, yeah, wasn't that you?
I don't think so.
Dude, I swear to God,
It
it
was
was
Taylor.
you. No, because I think she would have believed me. Because I think I told you, I was like, dude, my Crocs fucking shrank when we went on the hike.
Oh, yours did too?
And you're
Just
like,
on the hike?
I swear you're like, no, they didn't shrink.
Maybe that's when mine shrank.
Yeah, in the heat of in the car, dude, mine shrunk. I was like, I put them on. I
Yeah,
thought
there's
my,
like no space.
I
Like,
thought my
the
I feel
heel.
like a girl.
The heel was all the way to my heel.
I
Like it's-
feel, dude, I was like, okay. There was two possibilities when that happened. I was like, either my feet are so swollen because of the hike and the heat.
Jesus, were you
Or-
pregnant?
Yeah, because I couldn't just fathom. I'm like, how does this not happen before?
Yeah.
And you know what also scared me? Sorry, side note.
Hmm.
I left all the fucking SD drives in that
Jesus.
car in that heat, and I'm never
Yeah.
doing that again.
SD. Oh, you're like
All my
storage things.
external drives in that car. That car probably got 130
I
degrees.
had my laptop in my car all day today.
Oh my god, yeah.
But okay, because what I thought happened, which I think that probably is what happened, because my Crocs were in that car too.
so small.
Mine are so small.
Like it's not even comfy. Which
yeah,
sucks.
yeah, it's like pressing up my big toe.
Yeah, like it fits perfect like a shoe.
Yeah, it fits like almost like a water shoe.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I want the space. I want the space.
I know, mine
I
were
wanna look
so like
toes.
clunky and just like
Yeah,
loose before.
it feels like I have like the sport mode on.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine with
all
the
the
sport mode
time.
on. Jeez.
I know, because it used to be fucked with the sport mode on.
Yeah.
I've had mine in my car, like I just leave them in my car, and it's been like 2 months probably of that, because I leave them in there because I usually
Oh,
run
yeah,
after
yeah.
work or it's just like it's convenient to have them in there.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I figured that was why. But it's like, how am I just noticing now after like 2 months? Like,
No, it's
I think
definitely
it
that
was
specific
the
ass
hike
heat.
for sure.
Dude,
That's
it
crazy.
shrunk.
I didn't think it would actually work, but it did.
Like at least a size. I would say one size.
I think a half size probably.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
never
no,
thought,
half.
you know.
I was like, what the
I
fuck?
thought it was bullshit.
I was tripping. I was like,
I noticed
what is
yesterday.
going on? But
When
that
did you
sucks.
notice?
Right away because I put them on. And that's why I was like, is my feet just swollen right now? Like, are they just...
Oh, you said that? I don't remember that.
I don't know if I said it on the trip, but I for sure... To anyone. Because I think I was in my
Oh,
head.
wow.
I was like hella tripping out. It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is going on?
That's crazy.
You know?
Yeah.
And so now I'm probably going to have to buy new ones.
Are you going to buy new ones?
Well, they're not comfy anymore. There's the point is to be comfy little shoes.
You could fit me now?
Honestly, probably fit you. I'll sell them to you for $20.
You just sell me everything, dude.
Bro, I fucking offered this guy a gi. for
Dirty
like
ass used keys.
Not the one I had him selling. For like 50 or $60. He's like, I'll give you 30. Fuck you. I'm already giving you a fucking discount. You asshole.
A discount. You've worn it for fucking 3 years.
And you can't even tell.
Yes, you can.
You a little vinegar, a little bit of baking soda.
Careful.
Jesus. Should we talk about the debate?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or should we talk about AI? Debate.
Debate, I think, first.
Okay. Debate.
So, it actually came out longer than I thought. Longer ago than I thought. Wasn't it like early June it came out, the debate? The presidential debate we're talking about between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Or was it only a few weeks ago?
I feel like it was only like 2 weeks ago. June 27th to...
Oh, wow.
To September 10th.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's like
Sorry,
the debates. Yeah, so I think it started June 27th.
Yeah, I don't want to have my foot in the shot.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. God, that one's fucking... I'd rather you cut this part off.
My hotel?
Just from here, I think you should cut it off.
In the middle where it starts to get crooked?
Yeah, and then put this nail, like, just stick it on somewhere.
It's funny.
Just sew it back on, and at least it'll be all straight.
It's funny because I have the same opinion where I'm like, it doesn't hurt.
It
but I
looks so
hate looking
painful,
at it
and
because it
it's
looks like
broken.
it.
It's not even ugly or
It's
gross or
crooked as
anything.
hell.
It just hurts.
It hurts you.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I just want to do this. Oh, and I just want it to pop. I think you can if I just do it. How does it get any painful if I really like...
Okay, I don't know. Fuck.
Did it fix it?
Dude, I think there's something in jiu-jitsu. I just always fucking hurt my big toes.
It's probably because it's,
It's like somebody always kicks it. Like
this one's not protecting anymore.
it's supposed to protect the big toe.
Support, you know?
No,
Nah, I mean, that's what the data says.
somebody always kicks it, or they land on it and like it like gets pushed to the side, or like
That's a
God,
shot.
It's always something, and it never fucking heal. Like it just stays hurt. Like Jesus.
So the debates. Chris got what? Watched 45 minutes of it. I watched, I guess, a 30-minute recap. I didn't even know it was a recap. It didn't seem like any cuts, but if it's an hour and something long, and it is because it's still going.
It's an hour and 38 minutes, I think.
Then I saw this guy named Penguins. If you guys have heard of him, I think it's like Penguin Zero. He like was watching it. Newly found content creator that I'm enjoying. He's not newly found. He has like 15 million subscribers, but newly found to me.
Yeah.
I've seen him a couple times. Anyways, thoughts. A little late.
It's crazy. I mean, I watched the entire one that happened in 2020.
For the pod? No.
No,
We didn't have the
I don't
pod
even think we had the pod yet. Yeah,
No.
I just watched it because I was like curious. You know, I was like, this has to be ridiculous, and it was like,
Yeah.
it was just like this one. Literally, like they're identical. I would say from what I'd seen of this one, which is like 40 minutes. It's just like there's no like decorum. You know,
Yeah.
there's
No
no
respect.
respect. It's literally just attacking each other. It's like they're arguing like they're fifth graders instead of debating like a fucking politician, you know? Like they're literally just like coming after each other. Like he comes after him in the first one in 2020. He's coming after Joe Biden, just insulting his son and shit. And
Comes in hot then, huh?
yeah, I mean, I don't know if he came in hot, but he got hot at one point.
Because you saw probably the
A lot of
beginning,
points.
right? They asked the first question. Did they already start with the other people, like other kind of sidetrack, or did it start by answering the question, then started getting sidetracked? Like
No,
second
I'd say
question
they were sidetracked from the beginning.
from the game. Huh?
It's straight
Just
up. I mean, they would
blaming.
answer the question, but they'd be like, and that's what he did wrong, is he did this and this and this and this, and it's the worst thing I've ever seen in American history. And
It's
if
always
I
the
get
worst.
back elected, literally,
It's the
like
best.
they're throwing like such drastic words out there.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's
you
like
guys
end of
are
the world versus savior of
It's
the
black
world.
and white.
Both
it's
time-
very
both
black
of them.
and white, which is a very narcissistic thing to do.
Interesting.
Yeah, is to go black and white. Nothing can ever just be like, you know.
Yeah.
It's always like you're the fucking worst president that's ever been elected. The immigration policy right now is the worst it's ever been, and it's crazy.
Everything's the
that
worst.
Everything, like there's so much. I remember in English in high school we learn about like pathos, logos, and ethos.
For like courts and stuff.
I don't remember which one is which, but I know like I think it's pathos is like
Sympathetic, right?
yeah, you're trying to like hit people's emotions,
Yeah.
like you know the commercials for the ASPCA where it's like the dog that looks so sad and pitiful in the arms of
heard that in a minute.
an angel. Yeah, like that. That's what they're doing in the debate, especially Trump. Is like he's just throwing out the craziest shit to try to scare people into believing him. You know, Like, he keeps talking about Biden and how he's letting so many immigrants in. It's just crazy how hard he takes that angle of the immigrants. He's like, he's letting terrorists in. He's letting murderers in.
Oh, yeah.
He's letting rapists in.
Yeah.
So many people have been murdered and raped. A lot of young women murdered because of
it's
all the
just
immigrants.
drastics.
It's like, where's the data for
Yeah.
this? Like, you can't just say shit like
They
that.
solely
Like,
rely on both of them.
it's crazy.
They solely rely on this is going to affect you subconsciously, whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to affect you even more if you don't follow through. Because then it's like just that's the last thing you ever heard about it. You know?
It's just nuts. Like, a debate is supposed to be very structured. I had to do them in
It's like a
in
scientific debate.
Yeah, I had to do it in my AP government class senior year in high
Did you
school.
go against Greta?
I did.
Nice. Did you win?
Yeah.
You won?
I mean, I don't know. Nobody. There was never like declared a winner, but
Okay, I don't
I already had like they gave you the topic that you had to debate, and mine was like already way the upper hand. So I feel like it wasn't really
It was
like
abortion, right?
fair. No, my topic I had to argue was that religion should be separate from the government. Like, we should not have religious values like in our laws and stuff, which
So that was
obviously
easy.
is like the way that we are, you know, in most places.
So it's easy because it's already implemented.
And yeah, exactly. And so she had to argue that like religion should be in government.
Yeah, that's a
and
hard
lawmaking
challenge.
shit. And it's like, yeah.
They
so
should do her pretty good for having like a
I think she did pretty
strong,
good for
like
fucking
a
having that
hard
shit.
for people to understand.
Yeah.
Or want.
I think I did well.
Nice.
I think she did really well. Like, for
Who did
what
Angel go
for what
against?
she was given. Angel, I don't remember. I can't remember.
Did he win, you think? He was good.
I
huh?
don't remember, man. I think he did well. He was very studious.
Yeah. So studious. I'd
He
love to see us
was.
all go back in class for like a semester and just see what how we act.
Right?
I'm learning a lot. Sorry, real quick sidetrack. I'm learning this new program. We're transitioning from like this program called Vanis into SAP. A lot over your guys' head. Numbers and stuff.
Your work gets hacked because you just fucking told the secrets.
Yeah. And I'm like, not to toot my own horn, and maybe it's like a narcissistic thing or a false ego or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like I get stuff so easily. And I ask questions so well if I don't get it that I'm like, dude, I'm learning this at the speed of a genius. No, okay, not the speed of a genius. But I'm learning it like in like a, if I was in a class, I'd be upper 30%, which I'm not saying is like the best. But I'm just saying like I feel like pretty competent.
What else makes you special and unique?
And I'm just like, dude, I would love to go back to school without having to do anything else, and I feel like I'd be able to do it. You know, like it's always just time or not time. Sorry, it's always just drive. Just drive at that point.
It is. It's crazy because when I was in high school and college, I would never ask questions out loud ever. Like, I was just too shy, and I didn't want to get embarrassed. And I don't know. It made me too anxious to ask questions from
He
the
wanted
class.
to stay mysterious.
So I would never ask questions. That too.
Keep his headphones and hoodie over instead.
And now, like this job and the last job I had, I asked like so many fucking questions in the
Good.
training process, and it helped so much.
Right?
It's crazy how fast you learn when you just ask like any question that you have. It is
Because
nuts.
sometimes they even go more in depth.
Yeah.
than what you
and then,
ask, and you're like,
shit,
oh, wow.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy the stages of learning too. Like this job that I've been at for like 2 months now, like there is so much to it and there's so much to fucking learn. Like we're still learning so much. It's just crazy because I look back and I'm like, it's crazy because I knew what I was doing back then, but I didn't know like why I was doing it. Like I don't know, it's just like
You're
that
doing
very
it just to do it,
slow,
but eventually you learn
but you don't
why.
get the bigger picture,
Yeah.
and then you learn how to problem solve within like the
Yeah.
fucking system. It's just crazy.
Which makes you feel better and better and cooler and
Yeah.
cooler. Then if you eventually watch, like, down the line, you're going to have to train someone. It's like, you just feel so great.
Yeah, to explain shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Anyways,
the debate. So
God, look at his face.
it's just nuts, dude. They're both so ugly.
Yeah.
But Trump is absolutely uglier. The lips is the thing with him. It's like,
I think it's just like, especially old people, I just imagine them making out,
oh god,
and you just know one, breast smells, tongue
has
white.
to
And,
tongue white.
And, like, you just know it's sloppy.
Tongue white.
Like, extra sloppy. And just
I feel like it's
I
not
can't
sloppy. I
even-
feel like it's really dry
like,
and just boring. Yeah, like the lips are like just tiny and
I
like
feel like-
pursed.
Biden would be like that. Ew. Go here, gay kid.
Lindsay loves when I do that face. She's like,
what-
do the face. And I'm like,
Ew, what the fuck? Anyways, stop. It's awful. But yeah, they're just awful. And yeah, they just use like the craziest terminologies to just what is it, fearmonger? Is that the term?
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're not gonna know either. But I think
Wow.
one of Joe Biden's sons like passed away or died in the war, maybe, or died from a drug overdose.
Died in a car accident.
I think it might have been drug overdose, or is addicted.
Look it up. Let's see who's right.
No.
One's addicted to drugs right now, and he just got arrested for going like 120 miles while he's doing drugs. The other one, I believe, died in
and
a
his like
car
sex tape
accident
has been leaked,
or an illness. Yeah, his cock's been leaked. That's what we saw.
And didn't he leak some crazy shit about Russia too? I think there's a crazy like there was a huge scandal because they got in a Hunter Biden's laptop.
Probably.
And he had a bunch of stuff somehow about like
just crazy because he's not even in any
information,
positions
kinda.
of power, I'm sure.
Yeah. But okay, so that's what happened. Thanks for jogging my memory. You did know. Donald Trump was fucking coming at Joe Biden in the last debate in 2020, and he was like saying how his son is such a druggie and like he's fucking addicted to drugs and he's done this and that, and Joe Biden's like, you don't talk about my son. Like, dude, it was crazy. I'm like,
this year
is a fucking like professional like debate, and there's no fucking way.
Oh shit!
That, he
had cancer.
No, in 2020. It's just crazy.
I remember that.
Someone did pass away, right?
Yeah, brain cancer.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So he's talking, he's just talking shit about his sons, which is like so personal. And then this one, fucking Joe Biden's like talking about how Donald Trump had sex with a porn star, as if that's like a bad thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like as if that's like you shouldn't be
not
president.
Even a crazy scandal.
Yeah, it's like okay, you know? They're just fucking boomers, and I think they think that that like holds weight, which for
I guess
a
maybe
lot of
because he was
America, I'm
married.
sure it does, you know? Oh yeah, I like cheated, but still,
But
it's
whatever.
like why are you bringing that up in a
Yeah.
fucking presidential debate, you know? It's just nuts. It's just nuts that they're like coming at each other personally. And yeah, when
Nothing to do with policies.
No.
Well, if policies, nothing to do with real facts.
And Trump is just so like narcissistic. It's wild. Like anytime they ask him the question, he just goes off on some fucking tangent. One, he avoids the question, I feel like, most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, because they ask him like brutal ass questions. Like,
Yeah,
people are saying that you are putting democracy in jeopardy because of the January 6th like storming of the Capitol. What do you have to say about that? And he just like totally like goes around the question,
Yeah.
does not even fucking answer it.
Yeah.
And then like he just starts ranting. He's like,
He's
well,
like,
the
"If you
real
see, I
one
told
threatening
him not to do
democracy is this fucking guy,
Yeah,
like Joe
yeah.
Biden. The Democrats are so radical. Da, da, da. And he
Yeah.
just goes on and on. And then it's crazy because the fucking people, I think it's like a proctor or whoever's like guiding the debate, asking the questions, they'll like ask him again. They'll be like, so, former Mr. President Trump,
Yeah.
what do you think? You know, and
It's
then
almost like, is this like, what the
he'll
fuck is going
address
on?
it for like 2 seconds and then fucking again, like a tangent. And then when they ask Biden, they'll ask him a question, a different question. And then he like doesn't even answer the question because he's just so caught up in what Trump just said. And then they just do that forever. Like they don't even answer the fucking question. They just end up arguing the whole time about something different.
Which
It's
is
insane.
like, it's just perfect to keep like the American people confused.
Yeah,
And like just not
totally.
knowing like what the fuck, so what's the actual answer?
Yeah.
Like what are you actually going to do?
And just the language.
Like I feel like before it's like people would, at least presidents would fake it and like say whatever,
Yeah, say what
and
you want
lie.
to hear, you know?
which is fine, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
or not fine, but you know, whatever. But at this point we've gone to just like strictly entertainment.
Yeah, and they're just trying to flex in who has the bigger dick.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
basically.
like if Trump was like with his PR team being like, all right, these are the questions you're going to ask. Here's the statistics you're going to know. He could easily be like, I don't need that because like I'm going to be able to just talk shit. And they'll be like, all right, that's good enough. It'll do
Yeah.
numbers and like you don't need to.
I will say, I think Biden has a lot more statistics and stuff. And
When he
Trump is
does?
just throwing out random fucking numbers. He's like, billions and billions, if not trillions, of money was lost in the fucking Ukraine. Like, it's just crazy, man.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's so similar, which is like another thing we want to talk about, of Terrence Howard, who's like another like narcissistic kind of figure
Yeah.
in the media right now. It's just wild. It's like they're just saying super black and white shit to try to get you to like,
With a bunch of terms.
it's all absurd, like very radical shit that they're saying to just try to get you to be like, oh my God, like get scared and just believe them because you don't know any better, you know? And yeah, a bunch of terms that are just like not typical, like, jargon. It's fucking nuts, man. It's crazy. It makes you like really lose hope
It really
of them.
does.
Both of them.
I mean,
Like,
every time these debates happen, everyone's like, the principal who lost is humanity. You know?
both of them. It's like, and listening to Biden talk, like, I hate to say it, but it's just like, it's hard. It's hard to listen to him, like, try to string together.
And imagine in 4 years.
His thoughts, and it's like, fuck, man. You know?
I mean, like, Biden's going to just get more senile, and Trump's just going to get more radical.
They're both old as hell, but yeah,
They're
I
both
think
plus
Biden's
80.
definitely starting to lose his marbles a little bit quicker.
Where was it?
You know?
What is it? RFK?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that's who I'm going to vote for, is the independent Robert Kennedy. So
What's his name?
I don't know what the middle name is.
Robert
but
F. Kennedy?
I think so. He's a descendant of John F. Kennedy,
Come on, we got another name.
notoriously assassinated.
John F. Kennedy. Has it always just been F?
Yeah, I don't know.
And F is
Fitzgerald?
F is for forever? F is for finisher?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
F is for freak. Somebody gonna match my freak. Somebody gonna match my freak.
Yeah, so it's rough. It would be nice to just restart or something. I don't know.
I want to talk about Terrence Howard briefly.
Yeah.
If you
Explain
don't
the
know
sitch.
who that is, Terrence Howard is a world-renowned actor.
Why was I thinking renowned actor? Well,
What's Emmy, Grammy?
nominated?
Yeah, nominee. He's a really good actor. You've definitely seen him in some shit. What was he in?
The one I always know, there's two.
Iron Man, right?
Iron Man 1, he was...
The like best friend, right?
It's
and
not
he's
Brody.
in the army.
It's not Brody. Something. E. Jody. Brody. Terry. Fuck!
That's real life. I don't know.
Brody.
Brody?
Rhodey.
Yeah.
And another one I've seen that he was in is called, I think it's called like Fighter or something. Fighter or Challenger? No, Fighter. Challenger. Fighter. With Channing Tatum. And that was a really good one. He was in it. Nice
I
voice.
think I had him confused. I think I had Terrence Howard confused with this guy. Hold on. Because I had seen a clip of this guy getting arrested back in the day.
Is it Cuba Goodman Jr.?
Hold on. Yes.
You fucking idiot.
I thought it was Cuba
God.
Gooding Jr.
What is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God, I'm so good.
That's good.
I just
I don't know why, but I got
had
that
that vibe.
confused.
You
But
know?
yeah, Terrence Howard. So he's like in the limelight right now, not for acting reasons, but because he went on the Joe Rogan Experience, on probably the hottest podcast in the world,
Mhm.
and
$100 million Spotify
Deal.
contract.
And he went on there, and like all he talked about for like 3+ hours is his like theories and his discoveries and his patents and all this shit that he's discovered about like physics and astrophysics and science and math
And
like
every like
he's disproving like
STEM group.
he's disproving all of like the fundamental like mathematics you learn in school. One of the things he argues the most is that 1 × 1 = 2, which 1 × 1 = 1.
Yeah.
I haven't done multiplication in a long time, so I had to kind of like relearn that. But yeah, it's one of the things he's arguing, and he just says all this like crazy shit, and he's talking about like elements having sounds, and how the periodic table's wrong and it's not designed the right way. How nothing is actually like still, everything is always in motion, everything moves in waves, and like it's just all this. He's combining like philosophy with science a lot, and it's kind of going back to like thousands of years ago when like religion and philosophy and science were all like combined into one.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like religion and government, where like it's what are we doing here?
Separated but equal.
But yeah, and he uses all this jargon on the podcast, like just crazy ass words, and it's like impossible to follow. Like for 99.9% of the population, it is impossible to know what he's talking about. And he just talks with so much confidence, and it's so similar to like how Trump is, honestly. Yeah, and so people have like criticized that shit out of him and just like analyzed all of his performance on there. And they're just like, this guy is a fucking maniac. He's an idiot. Like, nothing he's saying makes sense. He's just throwing crazy-ass words around to try to make people think that he's a genius.
And that's one perspective.
He's a narcissist. Yada, yada, yada. The list goes on, right? And I actually listened to, like, almost the whole podcast.
With just him?
Just him
After
and Joe
I,
Rogan.
showed you were curious?
Yeah. And it's
with that perspective in mind.
What?
Like now with that,
with knowing that he's, people
I think
are scrutinizing him.
I think naturally when you're listening to a guest, I guess maybe this is just our age. It's like you're kind of trying to believe what they're saying for a reason. You know, you're kind of not critically thinking as hard. So maybe without the thing, you would have probably for sure recognized some things. But I think they're just so good at manipulating and kind of confusing that you'd be like, oh, maybe because I don't know, and he's saying it. Like, how am I even going to prove that that's right? Same with, like, this stuff. Even though this is probably easier to realize, like, what's wrong and what's right. Like, what's fact and what's not. Same with him. It's like they'll just say it and hope that you don't look into it.
That's what I was going to add exactly, is that I noticed that when I'm listening to, like, a podcast and there's some kind of, like, professional on it, I obviously don't have, like, knowledge about most of the shit they're talking about. So I just believe it, you know? Yeah. And I think that's what hella people did with Terrence Howard. It's like, oh my god, he's a fucking genius. Like, he's talking about wave conjugations and platonic solids. And dude, it's crazy. And so people are like, don't believe everything you fucking hear.
The wave conjugations. Like, I don't know how to do his voice.
Solids.
Yeah.
I have created and patented.
pull up that Joe Rogan. I have 92 patents. I presented at Oxford. They all laughed at me.
They all laughed me out of the room.
Yeah.
So funny, dude.
The conjugation solids.
So if you're interested, go watch it for yourself.
Yeah.
It's super interesting. Just seeing that in live action. And then so I think amongst all this, like, scrutiny, and then Neil deGrasse Tyson, like, tore him a new one.
Yeah, because he name dropped Neil deGrasse Tyson saying.
And sent him
his paper, his theories, and he said, like, Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's, like, kind of known as, like a educator kind of sorts,
public educator,
and I feel like pretty credited to an extent. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've never heard anything bad about him.
Definitely, yeah.
And the way he talks, it's like a Huberman kind of vibe, where it's like you could tell he's not just saying stuff. It's like it's how you're supposed to say stuff.
Yeah, with, like, facts, with stats and all that stuff. And he was like. And he said basically he dismissed it and, like, didn't give a shit about it. Yeah. And he was like, no. I, like, went paragraph per paragraph and I was harsh, but I was actually giving him, like, useful information and feedback. Just like every other science. Just like the science community as a whole. They're so harsh because kind of the process. You can't just say something's a fact. Like, it has to be proven time and time again. And supported by, like-minded people with the same knowledge, you know? Yeah. And so, yeah. He got torn apart pretty bad. And so they had, I believe his name is Eric Weinstein. They had him on the Joe Rogan Experience. What, Weinstein? Yeah. Yeah. It is interesting because I was thinking when you say Einstein, you say Einstein. And Weinstein is just with a W in front of it. But now all of a sudden it's, like, pronounced different. So I'm like, is it Einstein or Einstein? You know? Anyways. Which he's, like, a very smart, scholarly figure in that realm of, like, astrophysics and fucking, I think just physics in general and math and all that stuff's kind of, like, tied together. But they had him on the show, on Joe Rogan, and they had Terrance again. And they basically, like...
Did you watch that one?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Yeah. They had, like, a discussion. And I will say... There's definitely some shit where, like, Eric, I think it's Eric. He's calling him out, like, he's like, you're onto something. Like, you're very smart. He's like, you are onto something and you're talking about really cool shit, but then you always go overboard. He's like, you always go overboard and you start saying stupid stuff and you're embarrassing yourself. And he's like, everybody's going to laugh at you because you're, like, taking shit way too far. And I will say there was, like, like, a little bit of humility from Terrence Howard. Yeah. Like, okay, like, acknowledging, maybe he's wrong. But mostly from him, he's, like, not wanting to accept that, like, he's being told that he's wrong. Like, he swears that he's just right. And one of the things that Weinstein says to him is he's like I said earlier, like, you're combining like philosophy and religion and shit with science, and it's not the way that we like do it anymore. And he's like, I do want to give you a lot of credit because you never went to college and you still learned this like really hard shit. And so that's part of the reason I think that when he's talking about all this stuff, Terrence Howard, is that he's saying it in such crazy ass ways is because he never went to college, so he never learned like the proper jargon,
like pronunciation.
Exactly. But even that and just also the terminology for how to correctly describe stuff. So he's describing it in these ways that's like in the scientific community is not like the way you talk about it. And so I think that was a little misunderstood, I will say. And I think surprisingly he is like onto some stuff, but a lot of stuff is just like really far out. And the guy was really nice to him. He wasn't like being an asshole and just like shutting him down, but he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, like, that's ridiculous. Okay. You can't say that. This is cool. You are onto something with like the linchpin, like all this stuff. So it was interesting. And I think I think it was a good way to handle it, you know? And something that Eric Weinstein talks about a lot on the show is he's like, I hate the way that the scientific community is because they're very like rude. And he's like, all these people are laughing at you when they could be helping you, you know? Because he's like, you're really smart. Like, you are onto some stuff. And instead of helping you and guiding you, they're laughing at you. Because he's like, it's kind of like the fucking debate where it's like, they've gotten this far and like worked so hard with the schooling and all this shit to become like a fucking doctor of like whatever. And then they become like, oh, I'm too good for you. Like, you didn't go through school. You're not like putting out journals and this and that. And so it just becomes like a fucking whose dick is bigger kind of contest. Yeah, literally.
Interesting enough, I was watching, I only got like 15 minutes into it. But you know that guy that criticized the first video that I was showing you?
Yeah.
He was like so harsh. He did this one too. And I wish I finished it now. It was like an hour though.
Oh, shit.
So I got 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
But he was actually just kind of, like, from what I saw, he was like acknowledging Eric's efforts, but he's even shitting on Eric too.
Really?
He's like, you should have went harder on Terrence.
Wow.
Because you saw how I was the first one. Like every single statement, he was like, dude, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And he's like, anytime Eric was saying like, oh yeah, you're on stuff, he's like, you're not.
Oh my
he's
God.
like, he's like, you're just like, you're kind of trying to play both sides. And like kind of like be like, he says he also felt like there was like some ulterior motives for like Aaron Beyond being like, oh, like, you know, like not just being like an actual, I guess, like hard cut scientist, being like, dude, like this is wrong, like making it almost Terrence embarrassed in a sense, being like right when Terrence says something, be like, okay, prove it, and then right away telling him why he's wrong.
Yeah,
he was still, I think, giving him leeway versus like what I saw on the reaction, and so I do. That's why I feel like it's a little skewed, because I'm like, I understand what you're saying about like the scientists, like how people could laugh instead of help. Yeah. And I'm sure that happens a ton, but I feel like maybe Terrence isn't the best example, because I'm sure he has all the access he wants in the world. Like, he's not poor. He doesn't have not enough time.
True.
And he's already spent over a decade probably doing this. It's like at this point, it's like even this guy right now trying to probably help him, he's like, nah, I'm chilling. You know?
And I think Terrence Howard has gone about it kind of like an asshole. Like, there's a lot of arrogance, and he just
look what Neil deGrasse Tyson just tried to help him. Probably
he thinks he's the best, and he's proven all these fucking professionals wrong, and like he's the genius. So there's definitely like the narcissism there. It's like, dude. And the guy that you showed me in that first video of him like criticizing Terrence Howard's performance on the show, he was like, these are the kind of people who become like cult leaders, who become like fucking school shooters and like shit like that, because he's like, they think that they just are never wrong, and that like they are always out to get them, and everybody's against them, and they're like smarter than everyone and all this stuff. And
I feel like you see that a lot in like
Trump, dude,
older people,
he's a fucking
and just
cult leader, basically.
People in general. It's like scary to think. We were talking about like narcissism and stuff. It's like, it's scary to think like, what kind of tendencies do I have in my own life, in my own like interactions and relationships, you know?
Which is a great segue
to the test.
Do you want to share
that link to me?
We got a narcissism quiz. Yeah. Yeah, let me send the link.
So, oh, sorry. One thing before I forget, real quick, and then we could.
Yeah, go for it.
I think you were. Let me know if you can explain this better. But I think it was in that video, same video. That guy was saying, it was like it must have been a term for it, where it's basically like they say enough.
Yeah.
No, they know enough where they could sound smart and they could feel smart, but they know a
convince
lot
others.
less to actually be smart and actually be right. So it's this weird in between where it's like they get this validation of being like a little smarter than everyone in a sense, or this false sense of like intelligence, so that they could continue and they feel like, oh, look at like I know just enough, but they don't actually know enough. That's a lot of podcasters. I feel like
Neil deGrasse Tyson
said, it's like
yeah.
it's a lot of podcasters. It's like we know enough to talk about it, so it's enough to like not be proven wrong.
Yeah.
But it's not enough to actually probably be right. Like I feel like that's perfect because it's like we're not actually experts in the field.
And I'm sure we
anything.
do that all the time too.
So many times. It's like we're not experts in the fields we're talking
Yeah.
about. Anyways, all right. So we're doing a narcissistic quiz. I hate doing these things.
Okay.
It's like so hard to.
Personality type quiz.
Are we saying like the questions and answers?
Yeah, let's do it together.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
And let's just try to answer honestly, You find it easy to make new friends.
Me as a narcissist, not trying to be a narcissist.
You find it easy to make new friends. And then the options are strongly agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. So you find it easy to make new friends. I will say neutral for me.
I'd say agree. Like, I don't know about like super hard friendships, but friends and more peers. Like good interactions.
Peers, yeah.
Friends.
Oh, you're right. Should we go friends? It's saying friends. It's not saying peers,
Yeah, I feel like friends is like I agree. I feel like it's harder to not make friends than to make friends with me.
I'm gonna go disagree.
Disagree? You don't make friends?
I don't think I do.
All right,
man.
this is your quiz. I don't care.
Right?
It's up to you, brother. You could spend days learning about random things that interest you. You could spend days learning about random.
I think that's true.
God,
for
that
me.
bar barely moved. By the way.
Like oh shit. Oh god.
Let's see. Let's see. We might fast forward this.
I'm gonna say strongly agree.
So days learning about random things.
I get really into stuff like
I think-
UFOs and fucking.
I feel like that's. Oh, that interests me. Yeah.
And
I mean, with
what's the
TikTok
word?
brain rot though, it's like there's so much into that. But yeah, let's just say agree.
But I think I go pretty deep. When others are upset, you feel upset too.
Pretty agree. I'm not like crazy heartless, but I'm not also like apath fucking crazy.
I don't think I'm heartless either, but I think I care less than the average person.
All right, I'm gonna go
I'm
agree.
kind of just like, it's
Neutral.
your thing. I'll go neutral. You aren't one for backup plans.
No, I think I have a lot of backup plans when I'm making plans and shit. Like subconscious, like okay, if this person doesn't come or if this doesn't happen, then what's next? Like, okay, I'm gonna invite someone else.
I think I have like an internal aneurysm when the plans don't work, and I'm like, God damn it, we have to do something else.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go agree. You stay cool, calm, and collected even when under lots of stress. No.
I can't.
I'm gonna go disagree.
I mean, I'm not throwing like a tantrum.
Okay. When out and about, you don't really introduce yourself to new people. You prefer to chat with people you already know. I definitely agree with that.
I say neutral.
I'll go strongly agree.
I'd like to venture out.
You do.
But I feel like if there's definitely a lot of people are already there that I know, why venture out that much?
Yeah.
But if there's no one, I'll venture out, or if there's not a lot. So I'll go neutral.
You don't like to start a new project until the first one's finished. I'll disagree. With that,
Jesus
for
Christ.
sure.
I don't finish anything. Let me say strongly disagree.
Yeah, I have so many different fucking eggs in different baskets.
Nice.
You're a sentimental type of person.
Sentimental, like what do you mean by that?
Like you hold on to things like it's hard for you to get rid of stuff. You get nostalgic.
I'm getting better, but I say agree. I'm pretty sentimental. Honestly, strongly agree. I feel like
I'll go agree.
You enjoy using lists or schedules? I want to, but no.
Yeah, I'll say no.
Disagree strongly.
Strongly disagree.
Making a small... Oh, go.
Making a small mistake can make you question your knowledge on a subject. I'll agree on that. I'm going to agree, but not strongly agree.
When do you make mistakes on things?
Like, I'm thinking about work. And it's hard for me to take criticism.
Yeah. Making a
take it
small mistake
personally.
can make you question your knowledge. I guess in a sense, I'll go neutral.
I think we're gonna have to stop reading these questions because this bar is fucking.
We're at
taking
10%
a
of
while.
the bar.
I think we just fly
But I
through
think that's
this.
the interesting part, right?
Okay, let's go quick. We gotta go like bang bang.
But then I want to think about it. Usually spark up a conversation with strangers. Agree. Your love.
Wait, whoa! You're going way too fucking fast. I'm gonna go disagree for sure.
You love talking about and analyzing creative works. Agree. Barely.
Yeah, I barely agree. Okay, you follow your heart more than your head.
Yeah.
That's a yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like to feel like I'm pretty critical, though.
Well, I overthink shit, and I feel like I psych myself out.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, which one are you choosing? Your head or your heart? Yeah,
My
you're choosing your head.
My head's all good. Disagree.
I go heart because I feel like I'm easily convinced by the mood and everything, you know?
You tend to prefer following a daily routine as opposed to just doing whatever you want. That's disagree. It's say.
Yeah, because I think I'm like, I can't follow the routine.
When you meet new people, you worry about whether you made a great first impression. Strongly agree.
Yeah, of course.
You prefer solo activities over group activities. For me, I'm going to say agree.
I said disagree.
You love watching movies that let you interpret the ending yourself.
I like that.
I fucking hate that. Strongly disagree.
That's cool.
You get more happiness from achieving things yourself than you do from helping others.
I think both are kind of equal.
I'm going to go agree. You aren't interested in very many things.
Disagree?
I'm strongly disagree.
That's like depressed.
Yeah. You often worry about the worst possible scenario in any given situation.
Strongly agree.
Yeah.
God, that used to be so bad.
You love taking up leadership roles.
Strongly agree.
I
actually
disagree.
really like. Really?
Yeah. You're an artistic type of person.
Depends what kind of they are. Maybe neutral.
I'll say neutral too. I am, but I get
The world would
lazy.
be better off if I made people more decisions. If people made more decisions with their feelings.
Strongly agree.
Yeah, pretty great.
Wait, with their
Agree.
feelings?
Yeah, agree.
Okay. You prefer to relax before getting into chores. Strongly agree.
Yeah.
Strongly fucking agree.
You don't mind when other... Oh, sorry. You don't mind... Yeah, I'm saying it again. You don't mind when other people are having a heated argument in front of you. Fuck that. I fucking hate that. Crawls in my skin.
You don't mind. I mean, yeah, I guess I mind.
If someone's arguing in front of you, you think... You mind, right?
Yeah, I'll disagree. You like being the center of attention. It's like I do, but I don't, you know?
I say agree because I'm sure there's a slight of me that likes it, you know?
But slight or like more than half?
More than half.
Okay.
I'm not like hating it.
I
As
get
long
it.
as the attention's good. Like if you're making people laugh in a room,
I'm
I'm
going to
liking
go neutral
that,
because
you
it
know?
makes me really fucking anxious sometimes, but sometimes I do like it.
Yeah.
Your mood is generally pretty stable.
Disagree.
You have plenty of patience for people that aren't as efficient as you. I strongly disagree.
I think I agree because I've been in such teaching
Like when you're
and leading
driving,
roles.
I can't fucking keep my mouth shut.
Chris, you drive the same like me. You used to never in
Dude,
high school.
you drive
Chris, in high school,
15 miles. Under
I've
the
never
speed limit.
in high school. I never seen Chris pass one car in my life.
Okay, but you
in
drive
one car.
Jaime, at least 10 miles under the speed limit at all times. It's ridiculous.
Chris never passed a car in my life.
You're spontaneous.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
pretty
disagree.
like. I mean, I feel like every day I'm trying to make a plan. I make a plan that I didn't plan the day
Yeah.
before. You know.
You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. Yes.
Fascinated, but I don't think about it crazy often. So I'll just say agree.
You prefer to be on your own rather than with others.
Disagree.
I'm gonna go agree. You love theoretical discussions and could engage in them for days on end.
Yeah, I strongly agree. I think
I
those
agree.
are cool.
You have a hard time empathizing with people who come from very different lifestyle to your own.
Disagree. But if it's like that's like, would you? Can you empathize with someone who's rich
Go neutral.
and privileged? You know,
We're
like,
not even
you-
halfway down with this quiz.
it would be a little hard. I mean, use this as fuel, okay? Jesus, you know.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? Use the bar as fuel?
No, I'm saying use the questions as podcast fuel.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna go.
When there's a decision to be made, you want to make it right away. I'd say no. I feel like I think it over a
procrastinate.
lot.
I just maybe
I'm
procrastinate.
going to strongly
you know?
disagree.
You tend to second guess the decisions you make. I used to a
Yeah.
lot. Now
do.
I don't even think.
I don't do it as much anymore, but I'm going to go agree.
I'm gonna go
I don't
neutral.
even think. Socializing quickly exhausts you. I'm gonna say yes. Agree.
Disagree. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
You enjoy going to art museums? Nah. Disagree.
I strongly agree.
I just haven't gone in so long. I've gone to just 3 field trips, you know?
I think it's so cool.
I think it's cool, but I just don't go, you know? I'll go neutral.
You struggle to understand what others are feeling. I think for you, that's an agree. We
Thanks.
should answer this for each other.
We should do that first.
And then we're going to skew everything.
No.
Okay,
Well,
do it first, but then you put your answer.
let's just do a little bit.
Okay. For you,
You
it's
struggle
agree.
to understand what others are feeling.
Sometimes I just think you can't read the room.
Interesting. That's a new development I'm hearing. I think you are selfish, so it is kind of like you don't understand like when other person's feeling a certain way because you're just like so oblivious in La La Land and by yourself.
But I feel like it's a choice. Like it's a choice where I'm like, I could tell you're upset, but I just don't really care. You know?
No, because I think there's definitely times when people in general are like I'm batting for you. Like, no, Chris didn't mean this or did this or like in my head or in my vibe. And it's like, please, you know?
I'm going to go strongly disagree.
You struggle to understand.
I'm so perceptive.
I say probably neutral. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I would say I would say you have a list. Doesn't mean you're going to do anything on
I
them.
do type in my notes pretty often, like to fucking like this, you know, that I want to do.
Yeah. I think in my head, I have a lot.
Yeah, so I think you go neutral on that.
Yeah, because it's like I have a list. You often feel insecure. You should put strongly agree.
I'm
I
going
think
to say
agree. Oh, not that we're proudest. Agree.
you prefer talking to people on the phone over texting or messaging them.
Both of us strongly disagree.
I was going to say agree. I hate texting.
Like, I'm thinking your family.
But I also like kind of hate talking on the phone.
Like, when your mom calls, I'm like, just text me.
Well, why are you thinking just family?
Because that's the time when people are calling me, besides you.
But we call. That's nice.
You're the only person I talk to on the phone.
Really?
That's not my family, you know?
What about Taylor? No?
Not really.
Ah,
You prefer to talk? I'm going to say disagree.
I say agree.
Like, I love the connection for sure with people who I want to.
When someone has a different perspective on a subject than you, you genuinely try to understand where they're coming from.
I feel like we're both agree. Like, I think we're not, like, closed-minded, like,
Yeah.
I feel like I really try.
I'll hear you out, you know?
Yeah.
Agree. You find that telling the cold, hard truth is more important than being tactful.
It depends on the situation. It's like, I feel like I'm pretty good at being like, dude, like, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
But if it's, like, confrontational with, like, some peers, I don't think, I would rather just let it go. Like, whatever. But if it's friends, I think I could do it.
Neutral?
I think I agree. Because I'm not like a...
Go
We're not
neutral.
two-faced.
I know, but I people please a lot, you know?
True. You're happy to go with the flow when your plans are interrupted. Not really. Not if I'm making it and I'm leading
When
it.
your plans are interrupted.
Probably not, right? You
I
just
say
said
no. I'm pretty I'm pretty stubborn about that.
mistakes you
Disagree.
made in the past often haunt your mind.
Yes. I'm say strongly agree.
I'm just going to say agree. I used to be like that a lot. You feel energized after spending time alone, engaging in solitary activities like reading or reflecting. Yeah, I feel like that's always a good little... I do feel a little better. Or tired, like to sleep, you know?
Really?
Well, it's
It
like
says energized.
more like grounded, refreshed.
Okay, well, that's not what the question's saying, so.
You prefer to rely on your instincts rather than sticking strictly to a set plan or schedule.
I say yes, agree for me.
Probably, yeah. You often find yourself deeply contemplating the underlying meanings and implications thing rather than focus solely on the surface details.
For sure.
Yeah, what the hell? That's
Strongly
life.
agree. When making decisions, you prioritize logic and objective analysis over considering how it might impact others' feelings.
It's hard.
I feel like I give in to the people's feelings, but I know like what the right answer is. You know?
Well, the right
I
answer is
struggle
like
with that.
perspective, you know. What is it?
I'm gonna
Subjective.
Go neutral. I go disagree. Fuck it. You often
Can you
find
give me a second?
yourself.
Because when you answer, it's not like I answer. That's a very narcissistic thing.
Well, you're supposed to be
do.
fucking thinking. I'm just thinking out loud.
I can't think when I'm listening to you.
Well, don't listen to me.
So we're just going to be fucking doing it by ourselves?
We're doing a podcast, man.
Exactly. Why we want to listen to each other?
We're supposed to be talking.
If you're talking about your answers, I'm supposed to be listening, so we could be talking. I can't answer my answers the same
Well,
time
then
you
fucking
answer.
talk about your answers.
I haven't had a chance to think about them because I'm listening to you.
If you weren't so fucking focused on attacking me, you could think about your fucking answer. You're just so pissed. You just keep rereading the question up because you can't focus.
If you notice, I was on a different question.
Bitch. You often find yourself worrying about potential future outcomes or what could go wrong in a given situation, even if things seem to be going well at the moment. I strongly agree.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Chilling.
You often find yourself drawn to new experiences and enjoy exploring unfamiliar places or trying out new activities.
Strongly agree.
I'm going to go... What am I, Hemi? Neutral or agree?
I definitely think you're the type to try something new and then be like, that seems uncomfortable and gross. Like, I'm not talking about like something like draining, like a social event. I'm talking like a new hobby or skill.
I'll go agree.
You tend to trust your gut feelings and intuition when faced with difficult decisions rather than relying solely on logical answers. Damn, it's the same question. That's questions popped up like 4 different ways. You tend to trust your gut feelings and intuition. I think disagree. Yeah, it's like
I overthink it and I just view it from like a logical
stance, right?
thing.
Yeah, I don't think we're like super. I don't know. Maybe like more neutral would be better. You feel a strong sense of empathy towards others and are often affected by their emotions, even if they don't directly involve you. I think I'm involved. Maybe not so much emotionally, but I'm involved in the situation.
Yeah,
like I will give you my all to feel this out. So I would say agree.
I don't know.
You prefer to have a well-structured plan in place rather than leaving things up to chance or improvisation.
That question's been 10 times too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go neutral. Just depends. No, I'd rather have a plan, but it just depends if I'm leading it. Yeah, but I think agree in general.
You thrive in dynamic, fast-paced environments and feel invigorated by challenging situations that require quick thinking and adaptability. Disagree. For me,
I think it's fun.
I get overwhelmed as fuck.
When faced with a problem, you're more inclined to seek out practical solutions rather than dwelling on abstract theories or hypothetical scenarios. Disagree. Disagree. Let me know when you're ready.
Sorry, I just had to reread that. Okay, come on.
You enjoy engaging in deep, meaningful conversations with other exploring complex. Yep. I'm pretty sure we're strongly agree. You have to find yourself reflecting on past experiences and considering how they shaped your beliefs and values. I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You go.
Yeah. You're inclined to take charge in group settings, assuming leadership roles and guiding others towards achieving common goals.
You've been the group leader for this long. It's kind of natural.
I'm a good neutral. I kind of just follow. You feel most comfortable when your environment is organized and structured, and you may feel stressed or unsettled in a chaotic or unpredictable situation.
Probably agree, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like my life's been like I'm so used to. Yeah.
You prefer spending time with a small group of close friends rather than attending large social gatherings. I'm going to say strongly agree.
Yeah.
When presented with multiple options, you tend to follow your heart and make decisions based on what feels right in the moment.
Yeah.
I think now I'm starting to. I'll agree with that. You enjoy exploring new ideas and concepts, often seeking out opportunities to expand your knowledge and understanding of the world.
You enjoy exploring new ideas and concepts, often seeking out opportunities to expand your knowledge. Yeah.
Agree.
You find it easy to adapt to changes in plans or unexpected situations, often seeing them as opportunities for growth and learning. Maybe neutral. I think it hit or miss on depending on what it is, you know?
Same.
When working on a project, you value efficiency and try to, I feel like pretty good.
Yes.
I'm not trying to slack, you know? You often seek opportunities to challenge yourself and push your limits, whether it's through physical activities or intellectual pursuits. Yeah.
Agree.
You go.
You prefer to focus on the present moment rather than dwelling on past regrets or worrying about future uncertainties. I'm going to strongly disagree.
You prefer to focus on the present moment rather than... Yeah, Jesus Christ.
You enjoy engaging in lively debates and discussions, sharing your opinions on perspectives with others while also listening to differing viewpoints.
I agree.
Agree.
I like listening for sure.
Yeah.
I like hearing other people just to hear.
You have a strong desire for structure and order in your daily life, feeling most at ease when following a clear routine or schedule.
I have a desire for structure.
But I don't do it, so I'll say
Neutral.
disagree.
You tend to be proactive in seeking out new experiences and opportunities, embracing change as a natural part of your life. I think agree.
Yeah.
Try new things, new opportunities. You feel energized and excited by social interactions, often seeking opportunities to meet new people and engage in group. I'll say agree. I know yours will be dis.
Wait,
Probably right.
Yeah, I'll say disagree.
When making decisions, you prioritize logical reasoning and objective analysis,
Jesus,
considering
man.
the facts and evidence before reaching a conclusion.
Yeah,
I'll say agree. Yeah. You go.
You tend to be highly self-critical and introspective, frequently reflecting on your actions and decisions and striving for self-improvement. I'll say yes, agree.
Frequently reflecting on your actions and decisions. Yeah, definitely.
You often find yourself empathizing with others' emotions, even if you haven't experienced the same situation yourself, and strive to offer support and understanding.
Yeah.
I'll say neutral. You prefer to have a clear plan and direction in life, setting specific goals and working diligently to achieve them. I want to,
Yeah,
but
I'll say neutral.
neutral.
So I have the desire, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Is this is the difference between what is it, desire versus action? Again?
Yeah.
Yes.
You enjoy taking on challenges and pushing yourself to excel, thriving in high-pressure situations where you can demonstrate your abilities.
Sure.
Yes. Fuck.
I think I like
I
the.
don't like the high pressure, so I'm going to disagree.
That's interesting. I do get nervous and start sweating.
You feel comfy spending time alone, enjoying solitary activities like reading, writing, or simply reflecting on your thoughts and feelings. I'm going to say yes.
Say neutral.
Agree. When faced with uncertainty or ambiguity, you trust your instincts and intuition to guide you towards the best course of action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a fairly self-confident view of what I could do.
You often find yourself worrying about potential outcomes and future uncertainties, sometimes feeling anxious even in relatively stable situations. I'm going to strongly agree with that
one, brother.
You prefer to keep your options open and explore different possibilities before committing to a final decision, for fucking sure. You find it easy to strike up conversations. That was good. You find it easy to strike up conversations with strangers and enjoy meeting new people in social settings.
I agree.
I'm going to say... I like meeting new people, but it's hard for me to do that.
It's maybe like a neutral.
I'll say neutral.
When faced with a problem, you're more likely to rely on your logical reasoning and object analysis rather than your gut instincts or intuition.
Say agree.
I'll say neutral. You prefer to focus on concrete details and tangible facts rather than abstract theories or hypothetical scenarios. Disagree. Focus. No, I think a lot of times we talk about theories and hypotheticals, right? We're not really talking about I don't know. I'm just gonna disagree.
I could agree.
You often prioritize maintaining harmony and avoiding conflict in your relationship, sometimes sacrificing your own needs to keep the peace.
I already agree.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, I'll say agree, though, for sure. I don't like
something
conflict.
I'm working on.
You prefer to have a clear plan and structure in your daily life, feeling most comfortable when things are organized and predictable. Sure. Show me.
Yeah, sure.
You enjoy taking charge and leading others towards achieving common goals, often assuming leadership. Strongly agree.
Say disagree.
You feel recharged and refreshed after spending time alone, finding solace and rejuvenating
Yeah,
solitude.
strongly agree.
Yeah, agree.
You're naturally curious and enjoy exploring new ideas and concepts, often delving deep into subjects that pique your interest. I'll say agree. I did not know peak was spelled like that. You tend to trust your instincts and rely on your intuition when making decisions, often finding that your gut feelings lead you to the right direction. I will say disagree.
Maybe.
Oh, wow. Last one.
Ready, say at the same time.
You have a keen eye for observing your surroundings and notice even subtle changes in your environment.
I'll say agree.
Strongly agree. Submit. Plot twist, you have to pay to get the answer? I'll fucking kill myself.
A fucking Methodist over here.
Okay, it's loading.
All right, wait. We can't tell each other our things yet.
So we should look at each other's. You delete it?
And you'll never know, and I gaslight you. Oh my god! You son of a bitch!
You son of a fucking bitch.
No way! Why would it? You didn't look.
I didn't say anything about
You
that.
didn't look.
I didn't fucking say anything
Oh
about
my
that.
god! Your subconscious must have looked because you knew it was gonna
Results
happen.
saved for 15 minutes. So we have 15 minutes to pay to fucking view our results.
I want to pay, dude.
We gotta pay, right? What if it's a scam?
It's not a scam.
It looks pretty professional.
All right.
But money back guarantee.
You're gonna say I don't like my results to get the money back. Well, let's pay for it.
How do we pay for it? Oh my god, I have to put my card information? I mean, what is this a scam?
It's not a
This
scam.
is some random website. It hasn't been vetted.
How do you know when things have been vetted?
I don't know. There's no way. How do you know your car information?
I have a picture of it.
Oh my god, I don't. Mine's in my car.
Oh my god, I'm not putting my card on yours.
Let's just see what yours is.
Chris,
Please, I'll
can
pay you back.
Stop.
I'll pay you back.
This is no, it's not. It's the fact that you need to
Please.
take a risk because I know you don't want to take a fucking
I'll pay you
risk.
back.
If your card was here, you would have done it.
Yes.
You're a bitch.
I'll pay you
All right,
back.
let's do it. Come look at me. Come
Hold on,
look.
I'm putting my email. Should I put my good email or my burner email?
Put your burner.
I'll put my burner. I don't want them fucking who to be up. Hold on. Don't show me yet. We gotta both have them.
I hate you.
I hate that they had us do that fucking test.
No warning.
This has to be a scam. What's your card holder name?
I'm not saying that live.
Okay, go ahead.
Just copy my information.
This is fucking ridiculous. There's no way.
Well, in the meantime, we're probably going to close it out after this. So thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry for the last 20 minutes. Maybe you liked
What a
it. Maybe you
fucking
didn't.
joke.
I think it was pretty good to learn who we are, but I know it wasn't as entertaining. Thanks again for everyone who's been liking. Been pretty hyped. I know this is kind of like a weird stage where we've been in where it's like just an interesting period for the pod, but it's a great period as well in certain aspects for sure. And one of those is just the support and community we have. No matter what video, we have got at least 20 to 25 to 30 to 35 likes. So there's always definitely a few dozen of you guys who are just watching every week, which we appreciate like so much. It's like so cool to think about that there's people that will watch like every week or every other week.
Comment and shit.
So pretty cool. Because like even just talking today, I'm like, Chris is just talking about shit that like people shouldn't care about, but they do. And same with me. It's like I'm just saying shit that like is just stuff like I'm not a scholar in anything, you know?
Yeah.
It's just life. So it's pretty cool that you guys enjoy it, I guess.
Sick.
Again, shout out to The Wall. I know we shouted out last time, but shout out to every artist that's put stuff up here. Everything's always in the link. Should be in the description. If we missed it, probably be on the next video. But we always try to put all the artists that's on this wall. But it's beautiful. It's coming together. And I don't think there's any news coming out. But yeah, 1,046. You know how many subs we got in the last 28 days?
0?
1. But, you know, whatever. We haven't played posting any shorts or reels, okay?
No, man. It's rough.
Look at me, look at me.
All right,
Good looking.
ready?
I taste good.
You got a notification just for the purchase, too.
Nice.
From your,
And then just the next one is
from your card.
purchase $1,000 on my fucking credit card. Well, it says add to order, or you put no thanks, right?
Yeah, no thanks, because they're trying to get us to buy not 1, not 2, not
Yeah.
3, but 4 fucking books
That's actually kind of scary.
along with this.
So that's like such
Each
a scam vibe.
$374.
All right.
My God, how am I still not there? Okay, view my results. Are you ready?
Yeah. You want me to go first?
Wow, you put your good email.
I don't have a burner.
Okay. All right. I'll go first.
Don't fucking make up stupid shit. I know you're thinking of something stupid, and I can't think of it.
Narcissist.
I can't think of like anything that's not
I
ridiculous.
don't know how to make it sound
like a
legit.
narcissist beef coon or something. I don't know. Like what? Go.
Types. Okay, Jaime your type is ENFP. By the way, when you are in the dating apps, would you see girls with this in their bio? Because occasionally I would see them, or they would put a screenshot of like what their
Interesting.
type was. Anyways, your type is ENFP, energetic activist. Energetic and enthusiastic. They are natural communicators who enjoy inspiring others and exploring new possibilities. That's like 100% you.
Wow,
That's
look at
crazy.
That,
Huh?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Do you want to go subject by subject, or you want to just do all of me?
Do that one. Do that one.
Okay.
Just the top part.
Yours is empathetic boundary setter.
Wow.
It says, however you I can't even fucking think of lying. God damn it. I don't know. Fuck, I could have done it.
Was empathetic boundary setter not what it is?
Empathetic healer.
I was like, wow. Empathetic healer?
I could have done it, man. It would have been a good month segment.
See, so I know you're not fucking with me.
Create
Healer? Who am I healing?
Fucking, you're not healing shit.
I have
for
heard
anyone.
that my penis has healing powers. Anyways.
Nice. Creative and empathetic. They are driven by their values and a desire to bring harmony to the relationships and the world around them. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Results summary. So
Let's go
energy
percent.
style. So extroversion, you are 72% extroversion,
Nice.
28% introversion. What am
You're 76% introversion, 24% extroversion.
I would agree.
Cool.
For intuition, you are 89% intuition, 11% sensing.
Wow.
That's your method of processing information.
Yours is 72% intuition, 28% sensing.
Okay.
Cool. Same kind of vibe.
Decision-making function, feeling. So you're 87% more feeling than thinking.
Nice.
So you rely on your gut.
Jeez. You're 61% feeling, 39% thinking. Pretty
Wow.
good. 50-50 kind of. 60/40.
Management function, perceiving. So you're 62% perceiving, 38% judging.
Damn. I'm actually more judgy than you. You're 64% perceiving, 36% judging.
Damn. Okay.
Energy style 76% introversion. INFPs, you're INFP, by the way,
Dude, it's crazy because I remember taking this in high school and I was the same thing.
Oh.
INFP.
are introverted, finding solace in their rich inner world of thoughts, emotions, and imaginations. They recharge by spending time alone, where they explore their creativity, reflect on their values, and ponder the mysteries of life. INFPs value their inner authenticity and often seek meaningful connections with others.
ENFPs, you're 72% extroversion. ENFPs are extroverted and outgoing, gaining energy from interacting with people and the external world. They are sociable and approachable, often initiating conversations and engaging others with their warm and friendly demeanor. ENFPs are energized by social interactions and enjoy exploring new connections and experiences.
Cool.
That's pretty accurate, I feel like, for you.
INFP, 72% intuition. INFPs are intuitive and imaginative, drawn to possibilities, symbolism, and the exploration of ideas. They are fascinated by the abstract and enjoy contemplating the deeper meaning behind experiences. INFPs are often inspired by their intuition, which guides their great creativity and fuels their passion for artistic expression.
Nice. 89% intuition. ENFPs are intuitive thinkers, drawn to possibilities, ideas, and connections. They enjoy exploring the abstract and are fascinated by the potential growth and change. By the potential for growth and change.
We're for the potential, by the potential.
ENFPs often see patterns and potential where others might not, fueling their creativity and innovative thinking. They enjoy contemplating the future and exploring new imaginative ideas.
Nice. Yeah, I do see. I feel like I see a lot people don't see. 61% feeling. INFPs make decisions based on their values, emotions, and empathy for others. They are deeply in touch with their feelings and are highly attuned to the emotions of those around them. INFPs are compassionate and caring, often advocating for kindness and understanding. They prioritize harmony and authenticity in their relationships and are driven by a desire to make a positive difference in the world.
Oh, wow.
Cool. That's good. That's admirable for sure.
87% feeling. ENFPs make decisions based on their values, emotions, and the impact their choices have on people. They are empathetic and compassionate, deeply in tune with their own feelings and the emotions of those around them. I don't know about that. ENFPs are nurturing and supportive, often advocating for the well-being of others. Yeah. They prioritize harmonious relationships and are driven by a desire to create positive, meaningful connections.
Sorry.
You locked it on accident?
Yeah. Method of... Oh, sorry. We are at management function, correct?
I'm on perceiving.
Yeah, but,
You
but
skip
that was
me?
the header.
Okay, yeah.
64% perceiving. INFPs are flexible and spontaneous, embracing the unpredictability of life.
I don't know, man.
You're somewhat like you're definitely not like no, but you're more no than yes for sure.
Absolutely.
But maybe more than you think for the average Joe,
Yeah, maybe.
because you have crazy friends. They enjoy exploring various options and possibilities, often welcoming new experiences and perspectives. Yeah, you know. INFPs are open-minded and accepting, appreciating the beauty of diversity and the unique qualities of each individual. Diversity, you. They thrive in environments that allow them to express their creativity and values freely, embracing the natural flow of life's unfolding journey. I think you're more of a hard ass than that, but yeah.
ENFPs are adaptable and spontaneous, embracing the unpredictability of life. They enjoy exploring various options. Is this the same fucking shit, word for word, that we paid $195 for?
Well, I mean, if we have the similar percentage, right? Yours is 64, yours is
62,
60.
yeah.
Yeah,
yours
sounds like it's
61.
probably the same
They
shit.
enjoy exploring various options and opportunities, often resist rigid structures. ENFPs are open-minded and flexible, appreciating the beauty of diversity and the inequality. All right, it's the same shit.
There's a lot of like info on this.
Here's a quote for you from Robin Williams, tragically deceased. You will have bad times, but they will always You will have bad times, but they will always wake you up to the stuff you weren't paying attention to.
Cool. Don't even want to make a joke about them. Adjectives. Some adjectives describe
What's my
you.
fucking quote?
You didn't get one. Actually, it said, I don't always tell you, but when I tell you, I'll tell you what. No, you know what's actually kind of crazy about this quote?
What?
Guess who it's by?
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Someone you care about.
I care about.
No. Someone you have mentioned a couple times and you enjoy.
Have I mentioned them on the pod?
Yes. Some might say they're always on the pod.
They're always... I don't know, man.
Just guess.
Andrew Huberman.
Vince Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh.
Oh, nice. Fuck, how did I think of that?
I know. I thought when you looked for sure, I was like, okay. As we advance in life, it becomes more and more difficult. But in finding the difficulties, the inmost strength of the heart is developed.
Nice. What do you think
The
about that,
inmost
Vince?
heart of the strength is developed. He says, I didn't say that shit.
He's like, I can't even hear you. My fucking ears cut off.
There's a couple other things I won't go into, but let's do some adjectives. You're creative, empathetic,
My therapist calls me an empath. Anyways.
Nice. Idealistic.
Okay.
Sure.
What does that mean? Like I romanticize shit?
I thought like you.
Or I have strong opinions?
Yeah, like I thought you're like you go off your ideals in life,
Okay.
and your ideals is to be a hard ass.
Okay.
Harmonious. I don't know if that's too big of a word for me. I mean, like you like harmony.
Like peace.
Yeah, there it is.
Like, yeah.
Compassionate. Yeah. Well, I would say you're more empathetic than compassionate.
I think I would agree with that. Because compassionate means you're doing something about it, right?
Yeah,
Like, I'm doing this for you.
I think you're not that much there. I mean, definitely some. Like you're not selfish. Well, but you're. I feel like you are pretty empathetic. Like you could, feel for that.
All right. Adjectives for Jaime. Energetic.
Cool.
Yeah. Despite like the pre-diabetes. Always tired. Enthusiastic.
You won't
Yeah,
catch me with
I think you're very enthusiastic about life in general.
I don't say anything in a monotone tone ever.
Ever. Inspirational.
I do inspire quite a few of the following, for sure.
Creative.
I create shit stains on my toilet.
You create a podcast every week. That's pretty creative.
That's
I don't
creative
really
as
think
hell.
about that because I always think like drawing or painting. That's it.
Yeah, no.
It's like,
I mean,
dude,
this is the one thing I can think of
we
that I am
super
creative
glued this
on.
to the wall today. You know?
Yeah.
That's pretty creative.
We created this wall.
True. We're pretty creative. That's crazy.
We created the merch for you, but I was part of the creative process.
That is nuts.
I think
I think we underestimate.
if we, and I feel like I have a good eye for like art and photography. If both of us
put our heads together.
Let's just say we had like a month to create some stuff. It wouldn't be boring, that's
It'd
for
be
sure.
fucking sick.
And it would look good.
Yeah, that's true. We do have an eye.
I
for
think
that.
we are creative. It's just that we don't really. With this is our like most of our energy output there.
Yeah, I don't think we give ourselves enough credit. Optimistic, I would say that too. You're always seeing both sides of things.
Cool.
Strengths: optimistic and positive, charismatic and charming.
Charming.
Yeah, I think he's charming
Some might
for
say
sure.
I'm the modern day
Lindsay was
James
talking
Bond.
about it yesterday because we were comparing you to this guy on Love Island,
Cool.
who, by the way, looks so much fucking like
Yeah,
you.
you're supposed to show me.
And I will right now. Can I go on your internet browser?
Can you timestamp it first?
Yeah. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm screen recording.
Jesus.
Okay, timestamp. Perfect. All right. Search bar is at the top. That's crazy.
Yeah, my hands are big enough to reach that.
Bitch. My hands actually aren't. Unless I hold the phone.
You have to go like
and
this.
I have to rotate
You have to go
it.
like this.
My phone's so much smaller than it's crazy.
I do like this bottom part though more. I would change that. if I
Okay, his
wanted
name's
to.
Kendall. So if you guys are watching, Kendall from Love Island, USA. Okay, he looks like you, but he fucking acts so much like you. Like he's
Charming,
just a little
intelligent.
fruity and like
Uh-huh.
and he just gets so excited about things and like, but he's such like a bro's bro, but also is like he pushes people to like do things that they probably shouldn't do. And like he's there for that, but then like when they get caught up for it, he like takes the other side like immediately.
He's like, what the fuck?
And just like tries to make both people happy. And he just does so much shit that you do, man. Like we're always watching it, we're always tripping out. Like,
That's
dude,
cool.
that's Jaime all the time.
What the fuck? I wish I looked like that. That's
Dude.
me if I was born in Cuba.
That's you, man. I think he's Lebanese or
Oh,
some kind of
cool.
like Middle Eastern ish.
Wow, that's nice. Well, good on you, Kendall. Kendall?
Yeah, dude, he reminds me of you so much.
Yeah, that's a nice swag.
Can you look up if there's like a
Swag in
Kendall
20
highlights?
24 is crazy.
Just real quick.
Like, let's go with TikTok. How about that?
Yeah, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. But it might be people ranting about him.
He's not a good guy.
But I want to see. He's all right. But I want to see. He's a pretty good guy. But like I said, he kind of is a bad influence sometimes, I think.
Okay, people are not liking him. Okay, not a good one. Okay, Kendall's not doing. Is there anything good about Kendall?
You know? Like,
I've been saying Kendall's fake and two-faced. I haven't seen one good thing about Kendall.
Kendall from Love Island USA because he is a man with a plan. When Kendall went into Casa, Serena and Cordell were a strong couple.
Okay, I'm not gonna understand. So when he does something shady, are you guys like, that's Jaime too?
sometimes.
You fuck. You fucks. Fuck you, Linz. If you're watching while you're grinning.
Oh.
Like I'm just shocked because of the chat drinking all that. And now you're not standing on business.
God, I just need him to do one of your mannerisms.
I would say hear her out. I'm not upset. I'm gonna hear her out, but it's just like I feel stupid.
Fuck.
Nice.
It's not
cool.
happening.
Well,
But
I mean,
like in the show, right? They're all in this one house, right? And like there's like 2 or 3 couples. They're like really strong couples and they're like very loyal to each other. Like they're in it. And there's something called Casa Amor, which happens, which it's another house that opens up and they have a bunch of new girls come in and all the guys go over there and they get like tempted. And Kendall, which is you, did not do anything with any of those girls and he stayed loyal to his girl back at the old house.
Taylor?
But in the meantime, he was like totally rooting for all the guys who were in like loyal relationships to like fucking kiss other girls
Yeah.
and make out and all this shit. And then like
Hey, I would
he still comes out unscathed and nobody's mad at him, but it's like you were
I would
you know?
only push what I know that's in their heart. They have temptation in their heart. Who am I not to release it? It's not me, it's you. At the end of the day, I'm not kissing anyone. It's you.
Dude, Dude, I want you to watch it so bad. So
Is it like he's like the whole
you should watch it
season?
with Taylor and just. It's a good show, man. It's good.
It's the whole season. He's in it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's like new people every season, right?
Dude, it's insane because they drop an episode every fucking day except for Wednesdays.
Yeah, you're saying that on the
and
hype
it's
that they're
current as hell. Like it's like 2 days offset. So like what you're watching like
Offset?
today just happened like 2 days ago. It's fucking nuts.
That's crazy.
I'm like, how are you editing like bam, bam, bam like that? It's crazy.
Dude, have you seen like any videos of Mr. Beast's production?
No, I have seen his like warehouse. He has like hundreds of like $1,000 cameras.
Yeah, I
and
saw
it's
that.
Crazy.
And he had like, I forgot
Just
what
all
the
his
term
equipment
is.
is nuts.
It was like a fucking gigabyte or something. It was like not a gigabyte. It was like a gigantic
warehouse?
fucking byte. You know, it's just like a crazy ass.
Like a storage thing.
Yeah, like a footage. He's saying like it
Oh.
doesn't have to be like they actually stored it in one thing, but he's saying
Yeah.
that's how much footage he recorded. It was for that 100 people challenge. Like 100 people.
I've never
were in
watched a single
squares,
Mr.
I
Beast
think.
video.
Okay, I think it's like 100 people, ages 1 through 100, and each
Mhm.
person was their age, and whoever was like left last probably won $1 billion. But he had like a bunch of cameras, I think, and he was just saying like their editing process, and it just seemed insane. He had like a team of like 60 editors,
Damn.
and like, you know, they can't go through all that footage because he was saying it was like a whatever ridiculous amount. So they just had like this crazy ass method for it. And anytime Mr. Beast talks about his method, he always like looks like he really understands it.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like he's just the face. Like he really seems like he might not always think about it or probably be super directly
It's a
involved.
cool ring.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, I think he puts enough time to like kind of understand what the fuck's going on. Like the whole, you know, he has like a bunch of channels with different languages, and he
Oh, yeah.
explained like how, why, and how. It's like
He
geez,
seems very
like
driven,
genius.
you know?
He's like a genius
Like,
and everything.
yeah.
Same with that he had like the Mr. Beast burgers,
Mhm.
and how it was kind of like the concept was that any restaurant can make his burgers. They'll give you the ingredients and what to make, and like that way they don't have to like open a bunch of stuff,
Uh-huh.
but they still get percentages of the profit, and then you still get percentage of profit or
That's
something.
crazy.
It was just like a crazy innovative way.
So crazy. He's crushing it.
He just
you
seems
know?
so innovative.
Yeah.
But
How do
yeah,
you
probably
get like
something with that
It's
level.
crazy.
Yeah, I think it was like 5 years before he even started blowing up,
That's creative, you know?
and now he's like the top. I mean, we're really less than like almost 3 years at this. Not really that much
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things.
True.
6 years.
Like most people you watch have been doing it for like 10 plus, you know?
Yeah, once it gets to 6 to 8, that's when we're like, all right, you know, where's our fans? No, we have fans.
I
You know
told
what mean?
myself I want to do it for at least 5 years.
Yeah,
So.
we still have whatever we've done, double it.
That was a total Kendall move. In Love Island, dude. That's why he does shit like that.
Like funny,
Yeah, but like a little bit cringy, but like funny, you know?
dude. I'll be saying some crazy ass shit. You know this,
And he'll be like freestyling like dumb shit, like how you
Yeah.
do, just like out of nowhere, just like the rabbit, the bat. And,
Remember when you said we're eating LNL? You said something like dap it, and I was like, and rapping it, you know. And then you know what's something that's so cringy? I don't want to do it.
And he'll
But-
like walk up to like the girl he likes in the house. He'll be like, ooh. Like, he just gets so
That's so
excited.
good.
Like, pretty and shit.
Dude, you know it's like, have you seen those? We had to do this TikTok where
What?
it's like stop the video when you cringe the other person out, when you cringe yourself out, and they'll be doing we're doing cringy ones. Something I'll say when I'm with Taylor.
You did it with Taylor?
No,
Oh,
I'll
well.
say it because I've seen a video of it, and it's, I don't know. Okay, I've heard of it. I don't know if it's audio or like an edit, but the person who did it, and this is how I replace it. I don't even want to do it because I don't even know what's gonna land. But I don't want to do it.
Shit.
I don't know if it's gonna land.
Let's just try it.
But the point is to be cringy, right?
Yeah.
He's just like,
Wait, you're watching? Give me the scenario. You're watching what?
no, I'm watching this TikTok. I watched
It's
your
alright.
fucking cat.
Yeah, I think my cat probably did that.
The TikTok is like stop when you cringe, and it's like 3 people when they were doing it. But I do.
What are they doing though?
They're doing stuff that cringes.
But you do the shit that they're doing.
I've done.
in
I
real
do
life.
this one thing that one person did that is super cringy, and he's like, I don't even know. He's like laughing all the way to the bank.
You do that shit.
And I don't know why I like to say it. I don't know why I love
good.
to do it with fucking Taylor. I'll just be doing. We'll just be cuddling. And
You are such a different fucking person when you're with her. It's crazy.
it's fucking
It
nuts.
is so wild.
And I'll just be like, to the bank. And
Oh, you say the phrase too?
yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah. So I'll say the whole thing.
And you started dying.
Yeah, I just like it's dead quiet.
Did Taylor like start dying?
And then we're just
too?
like it's just cringy. I just say it like I fucking have Tourette's, dude. Like I just say it out of nowhere.
I made baby talk so much when he's with Taylor too, non-stop. She does a little bit too.
We were
but
on our way to a 4th of July party.
Uh-huh.
We should have talked about it all.
Yeah.
And I was baby talking a little bit, and we already picked up CNN. We were like 5 minutes away from the place, and Taylor was like, "Okay, babe, we're getting to the place. You gotta stop." And I was like, "Oh shit, you're right." Because like, I think we're at our peak right now of baby talk. It'll die down probably in a few months.
That's how it goes.
So, but right
Me
now
and
it's just
Lindsay
like
do it a
that's
lot.
all that's how we talk. You know?
Me and Lindsay, I don't know if it's baby talk. It's more like, I love yours. Like, I miss yours.
Yeah. It's like cute, idiotic
Just
talk.
little like shit like that. And she'd be like, baby,
Dude, I love that one.
I'm cold.
But I love it, but I
I'm
hate
hungry.
it because it's like a raspy voice. Like it makes me want to breathe, like you know, because I know it's like
because you're
restricting.
restricted.
You're restricting,
Yeah,
you know.
restrict-
So it's
I
like,
want
I
wings.
love it because it sounds funny and it's cute, but I hate it because I'm like breathe.
You know what
You know?
Lindsay's new thing is? She wants me to pay for everything now.
What do you mean?
More, she wants me to pay for like meals a lot more now.
Oh yeah, so like,
But like she'll be ordering DoorDash just for herself, and she'd be like, "You know, it'd make me really horny right now." You know?
well, good thing you did that with the
And-
tasty tie, right? Lindsay, that one's for you.
You fucking cunt.
Chris,
It's $100 check and we split it.
I don't think, and this is no shame
Lindsay
to you.
got a check today as a server. That was the same.
Or can you? Should you say it?
It was the same. I'm not gonna say
Oh.
the amount. It was the same amount, maybe minus like,
$50.
yeah, maybe like a couple hundred than what I make in 2 weeks. And I was like,
And she made it in 1 week. You're saying?
2 weeks, but it's like I got a
But you worked more.
college degree job working 40-hour fucking weeks.
So she probably works
8.5-hour days.
what 25.
And she probably works like 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And just gets fat ass tips.
But
God. Unreal.
I will say for the splitting, I don't think I've split anything with Taylor. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing. This is just like whatever. I'm just because it brought it me in mind. But I have done like the tips and stuff like that, you know, or like I buy this, you're gonna buy
I
this part.
love when Lindsay tips.
But oh yes,
I'll
I
pay and
never
she'll
do
be
tips.
like, I'll tip, and I'm like, "God."
But we do switch on and off like a good amount. I'll say it's like 70-30.
That's typically what we do. I think it's probably 55, 45.
But money
With
wise,
me paying a little bit more.
let's not talk about like 1 1 1 1 as in like this is your value equations. It's Terrence, your conjugated solids or whatever. That Pythagoras was searching for all his life to solve the world life equation. Money wise, who's in a month? What's the percentage? You know what I'm saying?
Like, who's spending more money on us?
Percentage wise.
Uh,
Does it go back to 50-50 more now? Because you might be doing 50-50, like I pay, you pay, I pay,
and
you
if you
pay.
ask her, she'll argue that she pays more. But if you ask me, I definitely pay more.
You guys should like look at your banks and see. Laughing all the.
I think I definitely pay more. Just because it's like that guilt of like, I'm the man, I have to pay, you know? So, I'm like,
So you'll pay for like some bigger ones. You're saying a little bit.
especially now that I'm making more, yeah. Like last night I bought her DoorDash order. And I didn't even get anything.
What other things make you a great husband? Well, so what was going on in your mind with the tasty tie $100 bill right when you saw it?
I wanted to fucking kill myself.
Immediately
It's like we're not even at a fancy restaurant, you know?
splitting the bill. You're thinking,
I think I was
what's
just
best case scenario?
bummed.
Immediately she offers.
I did want to like split it up, but I didn't want to split it down the middle. I was like, you can just give me like $20 or something, you know?
How did you present it?
And then she was like, no, we'll go halves. Like, it's a lot. And I was like, are you sure? Like, you can just give me a little bit, you know? And then, yeah.
And
I don't
who-
think I presented it at all. I think the check came and we were like, "Fuck."
Who tipped?
And then she was like, "We
so
can
did she
split it,
tip?
baby." And I was like, "You can just give me something." I don't remember.
Think.
Probably me. I don't know.
I thought you said she always tips.
Not always, but
Like Taylor will always
well,
tip.
she always writes the tip. But a lot of times, it's like my card tips on.
Oh,
you know?
cool. Well, that's good for her.
Right?
She's
No,
like
but a lot of
40%.
times she does tip because she usually has cash on her. Which
They
is
always
nice.
take out cash.
Yeah, it's the server
Cash
life.
out
you
the
know?
fucking wazoo.
The tips, but yeah.
Cool. Well, definitely something we'll have to explore. Love to have Lindsay's thought on that.
She wants to come on the pod and talk about Love Island. So
Oh, you guys should do a Love Island episode. We need to do that solo episode ASAP Aruni because I forgot about it.
fuck, we do have to do that.
Yeah.
I'm so down.
Maybe
for that.
next week.
I'm down. Fuck
I
it.
think we could even pod.
if we have a week to like prepare, that's good.
I think we could even like you pod Tuesday, I pod Wednesday. Like it doesn't.
Then we
so
got
that
2
way
weeks.
All right, let's go. It's 2 hours, brother.
All right,
See you guys.
peace.
Peace. Nice.
Man, it's late, dude.
2 hours.
Darling,